we're gonna be starting the movie real soon, guys. Look at this. Boom. This is starting this movie in a few minutes. So go get your snacks. Go get your popcorn. If you want to give subs or cheese or something, do it now, because I'm gonna mute all that shit.
Danger!
No, I'm gonna mute that. In fact, now I'm just gonna disable it. So, you know, now we're definitely gonna run that, because it's gonna be movie time, and it's gonna be a scary movie. So you're not allowed to have the lights on in your room. So if you have any lights on in your room, you have to turn them off. That's the rule. If you're watching a scary movie with the lights on, you're cheating. So make sure everybody gets up and get the lights turned off. Okay. It's noon for me though. Okay, well you need to take your phone and go into a dark room. Install some blackout curtains. You gotta. This is a scary movie, so you gotta maximize your spoopiness. Okay. You gotta go for maximum spookiness. I'm gonna start the movie in like 5 minutes though. Okay. It'll be an hour long. It's like an hour exactly, like an hour and 2 minutes or something. I'm gonna go get it ready for us. We all ready to go for our movie time. You guys should be getting popcorn right now. Okay. If your popcorn should already have you even put the popcorn in the microwave? What are you doing? Get up and go do that. I'm just gonna be sitting here telling people to do popcorn in the microwave for 5 minutes. So go get your popcorn. I have created a movie for you, so you need popcorn. It's the least you could do. You know, it's the least you could do. If you got popcorn and you can eat it in your diet, then you go get it right now. You got 5 minutes. That is plenty of time. Plenty of time. Okay? I mean, if you got popcorn in your house and you're not getting up to get it popped right now, then you are not respecting movie culture. Okay? We have to eat this corn product. It is part of the tradition. That's what you gotta do. I didn't make no rules. Okay? You think I made the rules? I didn't make no rules. No, I didn't make the rules. But I respect them. Get your subs out now. If you want to be a mouse on the screen, you better subscribe now or after the movie. Because if you subscribe during the movie, you're not going to get that digital praise. Not going to be able to see them nice. It's not going to be any fancy sound effects or anything. Okay? We got 4 minutes to movie time, guys. Okay? So if you got to pee, you better do it now. Oh, Dark Lord. Fred Pretzel with the bits. Dragon Pagan with the bits today. Zulu with the bits today. Hardcore Nub with 1,000 bits. Wow, Hardcore, you went crazy tonight, my lad. I'm glad you guys are so supportive. I get really immersed in the content, so me. This isn't the best content for actually paying attention to talking to chat. It's pure are you guys ready to be entertained? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna put on sitcoms for you in this show. Grum, I hope you're ready for this. Is Grum in this movie? I don't think you got to be included in this movie, Grum. This isn't a Grum movie. I don't know if you've gotten to watch this, Grum. I think I may have sent you a preview. But I'm excited for this one. This is a fun, scary one. You got 3 minutes to get your popcorn, guys. You need to get on this now. Okay? I'm gonna tag the Discord. I'm gonna let them know. I'm gonna tag Twitter. Phineas Barringster movie starting. Man, guys, when do I ever do this much hype for something? That's how you know it must be good. Because I always downplay the hype. That's how much confidence I have in this. If you enjoy this GTRP, oh my god, you're in for a fucking treat. You're in for a movie. Hey.
I'm Rab.
I'm also Rab. Cool YouTube video, Rab. Alright, I'm putting out a tweet too. Look at this. I do that a lot. I'll go to my YouTube channel and it'll be like, hey, I'm Rob, because that's like the intro movie, and then I'll just talk to myself. Guys, I hope you're back with popcorn. Like, you only got 2 minutes left. Now you're gonna have to get the popcorn. Like, if you start now, the popcorn might just barely be ready. And it won't even be ready. It's already gonna be starting. You Tigran, like, the movie is starting in 2 minutes. Are you gonna make me wait the movie? Like, I'll wait, but you're gonna miss some parts. Do we have to watch previews? Is that what I gotta do? I didn't think I had to get you guys previews. You know? I mean, I didn't think I had to get movie previews for you. I mean, I got commercials. You know? Like I got those ones. So, oh, T-Grum's here. Right? Oh, T-Grum's not here. But you know what that means? That means we can watch the rat one, because T-Grums hasn't seen this, and we don't want him to see it because his character's running for mayor, and this is the guy running against him.
Rat! Hi, I'm Jimmy the Rat. Vote for me in your local election, because at least then you're voting for something. I'm Jimmy the Rat, and I'm running for government.
Government! Rat for governor! Vote for a rat! But I ask you this, critical thinker. Who is Jameson the Rat? Also known as Jimmy the Rat. He says he's running for government. Government! But something to me says that he's running for something a little bit more than government.
Jimmy's not a rat. Wake up, Jim.
Rat!
Hi, I'm Jimmy the Rat. You may have heard of the recent scandal where I wasn't a rat. But you should vote for me anyway, because I'm still running for government.
Government! Rat for governor! Vote for a rat!
All right, it's movie time. Can I get the thing? Nope, that's the wrong one.
Should we die together?
You know, if you crash a car into these gas pumps, they explode, right? Had I have taken that car and crashed into the gas pump?
Oh, jeez, is that what you're trying to do? I thought you lost control. I didn't know you were trying to kill me.
No, I just asked if you wanted to die and then thought it would scare you.
Freak, no, I don't want to die.
You
Fuck.
look different, Jeff. You do look different.
I'm incognito right now.
Yeah, your shoes, I don't like them. Your last shoes were better.
Yeah, they were purple, but everyone knows what I look like before, so I need to change. I got a bad feeling about this, Phineas.
Why? Every time you hang out with Phineas, you have a good time. Oh, wait. You still keep coming when I come. Don't worry, Jeff. We spent so much time in prison. You have no more toes.
Oh, fuck!
It's fine. You said you were a repairman. You'll buff it out.
Yeah, my car. I never said anything about yours.
This looks like a great spot for a walk.
This feels very ominous, almost like a scary movie or something like that.
That's because it is scary, silly.
Yeah, but it's not a movie, so how can it be that? Phineas, this is all sorts of fucked.
Why is it fucked, Jeff?
Well, just all of this happened within a week, and now this.
What do you mean, what happened? The whole year getting your liver?
Yeah.
I mean, I ate your toes months ago, didn't I?
And then I also heard
forever.
there's this person, I don't know if you ever met Monica, but she's alleging that I shot one of her crewmates.
Monica,
But
eh?
I would never freaking
Tell
shoot
me more
anyone.
about Monica.
I don't know. She just owns a business, and I gotta pay her $2 every day. I don't sell
Oh,
fucking
yeah?
knives because then I'm forced to pay more. So I just keep it at $2.
Well, $2 doesn't sound that bad. Why don't you just keep paying her?
Well, I do, but I just don't like her, so I make it always a hassle. I always say like I forgot like my debit or something like that, so I always make her wait.
Oh, Miss Monica sounds like an interesting person. It's a shame it's impossible for me to meet her. All things considered.
Oh, I wouldn't go anywhere near her anyways. Most people always have to spend like thousands of dollars to her every day, so.
She sounds wonderful.
Oh. The only thing that's good about her is I guess she's rich, but that's about it.
Really? How rich?
I've heard she had like millions, but not compared to Sharon, who has billions.
That doesn't seem true. I've seen Sharon's bank account. It's not in the billions.
That's just what I heard. I don't know anything, so.
See, isn't this nice?
Not really.
Told you it
The
wouldn't be
wind is kind of
scary.
cold. I will say, seeing the waves hit that light over there is cool.
You know what? A lot of people die here.
Wait, how?
That's just a good place to dump the body.
That doesn't seem good.
Oh, yeah. It'd be real easy to, just dump a body in the water. Do you know how easy?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I would never want to kill anyone.
Oh, so you don't want to know how easy?
I mean, you can tell me how easy it is, but
It's like this easy.
no, game, don't you dare.
Oh,
Crash.
goodness. You should probably wear some diving equipment every now and then.
Phineas!
Yeah?
Fuck off! Let me up!
Okay.
Fuck. I don't like the
Sorry for
water.
getting your clothes wet.
It's fine.
Here, I'll give you some money for your dry
I don't want no money.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
You remember what I said about the whole gas tank thing?
Yeah.
You didn't shoot anyone with a gun, did you, Jeff? 'Cause
promise
don't
I
like
didn't.
Guns. Good. Then we're gonna be good friends. 'Cause I didn't want to have to drive into the gas tank.
But someone's trying to sell me out and think I say I did.
Who?
And I think that's why people are after me right now.
Is it Bill Lussman?
His name's Victor.
Victor? I don't know a Victor.
His name's Victor Krakowski or something like that, but
His phone number. What's his phone number?
let me take a look.
What else about him? Tell me everything you know. What does he wear?
So it's
What does he do?
926-9728. He has like
9269728. Got it.
curly hair.
Victor what? What's his last name?
Krakowski or something like that.
VICKTORKRAKOWKI.
Something like that.
Got it. Victor Krowski. Okay.
Yeah. He wears like an American vest.
American
And some,
Vest.
I don't know if they're black pants or black jeans, but they're black bottoms. That's all I know.
And he says you shot someone, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Dr. Hart.
Ah, how are you doing? Are you here? For
Good, good. Yeah, I wanted to get my B12 supplement. I got it from the local doctor, but it's not
What-
really the same.
Oh, no, that is the B12 supplement that you need.
Well, why does it only seem to work when you give it to me?
I don't know. Maybe I have a special touch. I don't know. Everybody seems to be concerned about me today. I don't know
Why?
I don't know. Apparently, all these you've been making a whole bunch of phone calls.
Yeah.
Go, Fanny.
I'm gonna hurt the doctor. I'm gonna make her cry. I'm gonna hurt the doctor. Someone's gonna die.
Who's gonna?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
trying to call people because I don't want to be alone, but I think they get the wrong impression of me.
I think so, because they think you're going to hurt me, and I just reassured them that you wouldn't hurt me.
I'm gonna hurt the doctor. I'm gonna make her cry. I'm gonna hurt the doctor. Somebody's gonna die.
I'm your favorite doctor.
I mean, I assume it probably would hurt you if I, ended up not getting friends or got into crime or something. I mean, I did say that.
Well, yeah. But you
Not
have-
physically, no. I would
Of
never
course.
touch you, doctor. You're
Of
one of
course.
my most favorite people in the world.
Exactly. That's why I said to them, too.
I don't know
so-
what I would do without you, Dr. Elizabeth Hart.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
There's something the matter, officer.
Good evening. How are you doing, Phineas?
I'm not really doing too well today, officer.
What's up?
I'm just not having a great day is all.
So, you want to get out of the car and we can talk about it?
No, I just...
Sure?
Did I run a red light, officer?
Well, I'm going a little bit too fast, That's
I'm
about
sorry,
it.
officer. Ever since the lack of cruise control in my car, I've just been struggling, but I know that's no excuse.
Do you want to come out and let's have a talk? I don't know. It's not a bad talk. That's nice talk,
I don't really want to talk to people I don't know, officer.
Hey, I'm a nice officer, I'm not gonna, anything you tell me is in confidentiality,
That's not true at all, and I don't want to
Yes.
talk to you.
Okay.
I don't trust you.
Hey, I'm not a bad one. I'm not one of the ones that were like, at the end of the day, I'm just like...
I don't trust officers, so why would I talk to one?
Well, because you seem upset,
I'm just having a bad day. Today's when my brother died a year ago.
Okay, well, okay, that's I'm sorry to hear that. Alright, I'm just gonna ask for your ID, okay?
That's fine, officer. Here it is.
Thank you. We'll get this all cleared out very quickly so we can get back to like...
Thank you, officer.
This is Jeff.
No problem, officer. Second, I need to talk to my friend now.
Oh, God. You're talking to the cops?
Hi, friend. Don't worry, you're just friend.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, the cop really liked the information I gave them.
About the organ harvesters?
Yeah, about Victor Krauski, Russian or Ukrainian or Polish organ harvester. I gave him his
jeez.
full name and number.
I hope that does
A
stop.
really believable story. And I got great news.
What's that? I assume that you got the permission.
I got permission.
I still don't know what that means, but I'm happy
It
for
just
you.
means we gotta wait. Tony, it's great to see you. I haven't seen you in forever.
Hey, Phineas, you alright in the head?
Of course, of course. Anyway, 25 grand, right?
Hey, that's what you said.
Yeah, so just keep an eye out on my favorite doctor. You know, she's the best doctor in the city. As long as she's in town, nothing to worry about. Oh, not Dr. Cho. He's the second best. I heard it from him himself. Yeah, swing on by Pillbox. Let me know if they're in town, because if they are, that's great. And if they're not, then I'm going to leave town. Oh, hey, Veronica. Yeah, my car is just broken down over there. If you could help with it.
Yeah, are you okay, dude?
I'm fine.
You alright, man? You need any help?
I just need help with my car is all.
You sure about that? No,
Yeah,
okay. You been
I'm
around
fine.
a crash?
No, it's just a bad day.
No. You haven't gotten your organs harvested, have you?
No, I'm trying to find the Russians for a friend, but it brings up bad memories.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, thank you.
Hey, listen. If you
Hey,
need any muscle, I'd be happy to help you.
That's okay.
Alright.
Just rolling some dice today is all. Spending some time with myself. I miss my brother.
You got a brother you want to talk about, man?
He died.
Oh no.
This is the anniversary of his death. I tried to help, but I couldn't help. I couldn't help.
We all got things we regret, man.
I couldn't help. I wanted to help, but I couldn't help. I really wanted to help, but I couldn't. Don't touch me, please. Please don't touch me. Thanks, Veronica. How much do I owe you?
Oh, dude, it is on the hizzy. You're good, dude.
Alright, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Hey, if you need anything, hit us up. Yeah. And, hope you have a better day, dude.
Thanks, guys.
No problem, man.
Hi, is this Bill Lustman?
Yeah, it's Bill.
Yeah, this is Tony. I'm looking to become a lawyer in the city. I was told I need to shadow a lawyer.
Never mind, it's another lawyer person that wants to be a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me add your number here. And I may have tried to call the cop, or try to call this organ donor people or whatever, these Russians, and try to ask for a pancreas, but they didn't seem to be in town. Their number went to refused immediately. I mean,
Okay, so between the three of you,
Yeah.
and that gas pump right there, the people who have had organs removed have all donated blood to Pillbox.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
You know who? There was a fucking lady outside PD, and she's all being sketchy and shit, and asking to donate blood. And she asked me. I was like, but I didn't get
her
her.
driving in the Bloodmobile
Yeah.
by herself.
Yeah, that's her. God damn it.
Yeah,
I didn't
she
get her
asked me,
fucking
and I
name.
told her I already gave blood too.
Should I be like in full commando mode? Like, I don't even know what I would start with. Wait. Hold on.
What was that tweet?
We need to go to Pillbox right now.
Hey there, Mildred. Did you want to meet up so I can get you paid?
Oh yes, that would be lovely.
Wilmy, I remember I mentioned about Phineas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what, you see that tweet about Phineas and, Dr. Hot?
I did not catch it. 1 second.
Something about Pillbox.
So am I free to go, officers?
Phineas has been acting weird, keeps going on about his single kidney. I'm going there right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing, but I'm gonna go there.
I'll be right.
I'll see you there though. Up at Pillbox. See you soon.
Okay.
can you catch me? I'm gonna take that as a consent for yes. Here I come, officer!
Oh, Jesus. No, Phineas, what the
Mr.
hell?
Barringster, are you alive still?
Hi, where's Phineas? I don't have time for this. Where is Phineas?
He's not here. He's not here. He just had a delivery person send me sandwiches, and I'm eating them at the moment.
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Oh, hi, Dr. Hart.
I'm a little bit concerned.
Why? I'm just waiting for my friend Jeff. Whoa!
Oh, do you need help?
Whoa! No, I'm fine. This happens a lot. I always slip in the water.
Same thing. I just did the same thing. No, my staff told me that it was your, it was an anniversary of your brother's death, and I saw the tweet 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got concerned.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm just waiting for Jeff. This is our meeting spot. He's my friend.
Okay. So nothing concerned about? You're okay?
Everything's fine, Dr. Hart.
Okay. Have you had your vitamin? You had your vitamin B12.
Yeah, I had it earlier today.
Okay, good. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna.
I can't believe you drove all the way out of here, Dr. Hart.
I was concerned.
There's no need to be concerned. I'm just waiting for my friend Jeff.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
it's raining though.
I know. Now, and if you need anything, call me, okay?
No, I don't need anything from you, Dr. Hart, or else I'd come down to Pillbox.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll talk soon then. Behave.
Bye, Dr. Hart. Thanks for visiting.
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
All right, what happened? These are good sandwiches too, by the way. Hopefully they're good. Hopefully they're not nothing in them.
You're telling me it was
what's up?
only sandwiches?
No.
What else? There's an officer that's gonna. Whitney is right here.
Okay, there's sandwiches. He gave me sandwiches and
I'm gonna hurt the doctor.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I
It's okay.
spasm. I'm sorry.
He's been acting strange. He's actually said he didn't want to. No one hurts a doctor, but he will hurt his doctor. So I mean.
Wait, he said he would hurt you?
Well, I don't think he meant it. He's having a rough time. What? That's what he tweeted out the other day. Everybody saw it. And then he keeps on coming in here and going, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. But that just, like...
Yeah, I don't know if I would eat or drink anything that he brought. He's
No?
certainly a suspicious fella.
Oh, so I shouldn't have ate the sandwiches?
Oh, yeah.
Whitney, I need to talk to you right now. Over here.
Who?
I just got a text from Victor.
Oh, okay, where is he?
Hey.
It says you have 2 minutes to show up alone or blood will be spilled. Any sign of another person showing up, and that's it. Make haste. Oh god. Oh, and Phineas just said it's our last game. Phineas just said it's our last game.
Damn it, Bill. What the hell do you have yourself into here?
I don't know. I woke up, Wilmy. I fucking just woke up. Phineas is calling me. Hold on. Phineas?
Hey, can you tell Officer Winley that I'm doing much better now? He might be worried about me, Bill.
Sure, I'm actually at the pillbox.
Yeah, I know.
This is Tony.
Hey, Bill.
Phineas, yeah, I'm walking away from him. What's going on here?
Yeah, I got a fun game and you're gonna like it. Or you're not.
What's this game about? I'm by myself here.
It's about our mutual friend, Jeff Waters.
Our mutual friend, Jeff Waters.
Yeah, and then our other mutual friend.
Our other mutual friend.
Victor Krauski.
Okay, what about him, though? What is this game?
Yeah, it's a good spot.
I'm having a fun time, Bill. I'll let you know later when the game really gets going, okay?
He says I have 6 minutes, Phineas. I have 6 minutes to get there?
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Good luck, Bill.
I'm almost...
Well, both of the doctors.
I'm
just
on
made it.
my way. I'm on my way. I have to get there now.
Okay.
Mr. Barringster, is this you?
Yeah, Victor, do you know that Tony guy that was in front of Pillbox?
Alright, listen, Mr. Barringster, hold on. I have much more important things.
Yeah, I know, in 6 minutes, Bill Lussman's gonna be there. That's why I'm trying to call you.
Wait, do you know?
That's why I'm fucking calling you to leave! Yeah, he's rushing there, so he's gonna be there in less than 6 minutes. Like, he literally hung up on me because he said he had to go with the cops.
But is he... Oh, okay. So
He's with Officer Wimbley!
Holy shit. Boss, how you doing, man? Dude, what the fuck is going on right now?
You know he won't be there, Bill. You're rushing there for nothing.
Phineas.
Hey, Tony, did you find Bill Lussman?
Nah.
He had a police escort. You did see that?
Yeah.
Do you know how to... Did you take any pictures?
No.
It's all about the pictures, Tony. It's all about the pictures. All right, this is good. Thank you. I'll try to see if I can find him, but you try to find him too, okay?
I'll try to...
You're doing really good work, Tony. I like working with you.
How about I just give him a call and be like, hey, you forget about me? Where you at?
Yeah, or I could have him meet me at Legion Square, and you could just happen to be there, because people are always at Legion Square, and you just happen to lose Bill, so where would you go? You'd walk over to Legion. And then I could just not show.
All right.
Just try to stick to him like glue this time. Be like, I paid you money, Bill. Come on. I need to shout at you. I need my hours. Just as long as you make it sound like you need those hours, he'll just be background noise. He won't even know you're listening.
Yeah.
All right, thanks,
Good.
Tony.
All right, Phineas.
Where is Phineas, dude? Is someone in the bushes? Have you seen Phineas?
No, I haven't seen him. All I've done is tweeted. And we had that deliver person come, right? That's it.
The delivery person was not Phineas.
No, it was an older lady with a pink hat.
Hold on, what does she look like? What type of car?
I don't know. She came in the hospital. I believe she's all done up with pink and she had a sun hat on.
Did you tell the police this information?
Unknown? I didn't know it was... They didn't ask me.
It's very important, actually.
But I ate the sandwich and lemonade. Is that bad?
First of all, I don't know why the fuck you would eat a sandwich. Excuse my language. But why would you eat a sandwich from Phineas?
Because he says he loves me and says I'm his favorite doctor. That's why. I see him on a different level than you guys. I don't see him all bad.
Probably. Okay, you know what? That's probably fine. Probably fine you eat the sandwich.
Okay, good.
But this person delivers the sandwiches. Have you ever seen them in the city? You get their name? What was their name?
I don't know. I've seen her in the city before. She's an older lady. He said he wasn't waiting for me, so he had his chance to hurt me, but he didn't. So yeah, I trust him. Now, mind you, today I was taken and wanted to be sold as for a cougar.
Okay, hold on. I gotta take this call. Wimley, listen. I got text messages. I've been trying to call you. I'm at Pillbox right now. Everything's okay for me, but did you find anything up there?
I mean, I've been staking out the log place here. I haven't seen anything, but I haven't gone in.
They knew you were coming. They knew you. They knew there was officers of some kind before I even got there. I started driving and pulled on the side. I don't know. They just started texting me.
This is Tony. I'm looking to become a lawyer of the city.
Oh shit! I probably might fuck up there. They knew that I was talking to you at Pillbox, Wimley, and I need you to. I think. Well,
Hello, sir. How's it going?
They had some delivery from Phineas. Phineas is the one that told me to get there. Some old lady in a sun hat and a pink fucking dress, long dress, made the delivery. She told me some stuff that you haven't received.
Who did?
For Dr. Hott.
Okay.
Elizabeth Hott.
What did she tell you?
She told me that she also was taken to a lighthouse by Phineas, where he told her about his brother that he donated a kidney to. That's all that she's told me aside from that. And when I told you about the delivery, and then you called me. But I feel like there's more, like she's got more information that can help you guys.
Okay.
This
All
is
right.
this is insane, Wimbley.
Yeah, this is nuts. Yeah, I can't even think about this right now. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Staked out at this log cabin. I gotta get out of here.
By the way, that cabin. By the way, they said, "Don't even worry about coming anymore." Bro, let me read the text to you. It was, "Officer Wimbley is coming with you. That is one too many, Bill." And it said, and Victor said, "Have a nice day." Clearly not fucking Victor. Clearly not Victor.
How the hell did they know I was coming?
Well, Phineas mentioned that he knew that I was with you somehow. Before Victor, so whoever, that's clearly not Victor, right? Like, can't be Victor texting.
No, they must have his phone.
Yeah, and so Phineas knew that I was with you when I was on that phone call. I was trying to be like incognito, but he fucking knew anyways.
So you think Phineas is involved with this whole kidnapping?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what's going on. See, the thing is, though, Phineas said that someone tried to drown Victor in the water, and he saved him. But then Victor is like still being kidnapped. I don't know if they may or may not be related. I guess I don't know. This is insane.
All right. One moment, Bill. Okay.
Sure. I'm away from everybody out in the pillbox. I'm outside the pillbox. I'm gonna get in my car. I don't really feel safe anymore.
Yeah, get in your vehicle. Maybe head up north. Come meet us here.
Okay, I still have that marker. I think I'll just meet you there instead. I feel a lot safer with that.
Wait, Wimbley.
Yep, I'm still here.
I have a message that says there's a lady at Booker Shot. If you pay $1,000, she will tell you more.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there. I'm going there by myself. I'm gonna do it.
Too.
What's the new lawyer guy? Oh god, I feel bad for telling the new lawyer guy.
Told I need to shadow a lawyer.
I ain't doing shit tonight. After the whole bullshit that happened with Jeff, and Jeff getting all that the fucking murderer, some other person shooting guns and shit, I ain't dealing with that.
81 to 36 direct.
Send it.
I just got new info. I have to 7-6 into the city.
10-4. And we know that these are not the comrades.
We're relatively confident that they are not, and it is believed Phineas may be involved in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, so someone's gonna end up toeless. Got it. 10-4.
Potentially, yep.
Dude, there's so many lies, Rapper. It's fucking nuts, dude. It's fucking nuts. I mean, I know a little bit of stuff that's going on, but I'm still having a hard time figuring this shit out.
All right, you want trust? I'll tell you about trust, Vic. Can you talk?
I can talk, yes.
So, I hired a guy. His name was Tony. I paid him some money to just hang around the hospital and watch after Elizabeth Hart. Bill Lussman comes in with Officer Wimbley. So Tony tells me Bill Lussman or Officer Wimbley are there. So I give him a call. And I just start fucking with him, just throwing the names around. I threw your name around, Jeff's name around. When I threw your name around, he said, "I'm going to meet you in 6 minutes." And he had just been telling me about Officer Wimbley. So I thought, you know who would appreciate that info? You. And it turns out it was a good damn thing I called, because guess fucking what? Tony, the guy who was watching them, said he went by in a police escort. I don't think Bill Lessman's really your friend anymore, Victor. I really got to get some B12. It's really hard to talk with this laugh.
Listen, how about we go to Lighthouse and then we can talk and we don't have to rely on these.
Perfect. All right, I'll head up there now, okay, Victor? Perfect. I'll meet you at the Lighthouse, all right, Vic?
See you soon, Mr. Barringster.
See you soon, Victor.
Hello, dear.
Hey, Mildred. A man named Bill Lessman is gonna come pay you at Burger Shot on my behalf.
Oh, all right then.
When he gets there, though, he's a... Yeah, oh, it's okay. I'm sure you'll get to meet me, or you won't. Anyway, Mildred, when Bill comes by, could you pass along a message?
Oh, yes, of course.
Could you tell him to stay away from the lighthouse?
Oh, all right then.
Yeah, I know. It's just the lighthouse is really dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah, people. Yes. I've heard there's a lot of accidents that happen there, so I want to make sure my friend Bill stays safe.
All right then. I'll let him know. Thank you, Phineas. I'll talk to you soon.
I really hope so, but I'm not sure if you will, Mildred. You have yourself a good day there, Mildred.
Oh, you too.
Hey, welcome to the Burger Shop. How can I help you, sir?
Hi, I'm looking actually for a lady that I'm supposed to speak to here at the Burger Shop.
The old lady back there in the corner said she was looking to meet a gentleman here.
Perfect, thank you. Oh, actually, I'll buy 10 torpedo meals also.
10 torpedo meals. That'll be $60. You can swipe your card back that way whenever you're ready.
Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you so much. What's the name?
My name's Tommy. Tommy Pickles.
Nice to meet you,
You might
Tommy.
recognize me from TV.
Oh yeah, wait, you're the kid from the child show?
Yeah, all grown up.
All growing up. Appreciate it, thank you. What the fuck is this? Hi. I'm do you mind if I take a seat?
Oh, yes. You must be, Bill, was it?
Oh, you know my name?
Oh, yes. Phineas told me you'd be heading down here.
Wonderful. Yeah, do you mind if I have a seat?
Of course.
So who am I had the pleasure of speaking to?
Oh, my name's Mildred.
Jesus fucking Christ,
Phineas.
the phone's broken.
You're Bill Lustman, right?
That's correct.
So, Bill, Phineas said you'd meet me here in order to pay me for the delivery I did for him.
Phineas told me that you had some more information about something, and if I had $1,000 for you.
Right. Well, he gave me a message to tell you. And the message was to stay away from the lighthouse because it can be quite dangerous, especially when it's stormy like this. Oh, I added that last bit. He just said to stay away from the lighthouse.
He just said stay away from the lighthouse.
Yes.
It's weird. Oh, this is a cop right here. Just be careful, okay?
Oh, why would we need to be careful?
Okay, 10-4-30. If I could get you maybe positioned down the road a little bit, we might.
What's going? Give me the 411. What's going on?
We've got a kidnapping, and this lady might have information. A Victor. I don't have his last name here. I'll look it up. He was kidnapped earlier, and he was with Bill Lustman at the time. So Bill's trying to gather information.
Hi Taylor, how you doing?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, are you hungry?
Yep.
Careful in that I don't know if Phineas wants you to tell all that information to the cops, you know?
give you a call if I ever need a lawyer. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
Lovely meeting you.
It was lovely meeting you too.
Last minute's making moving now.
Looks like she's driving the scooter over there.
Yeah, she is the one with the scooter turning on the phone call.
30, are you aware of the location of a lighthouse?
The lighthouse, I do believe so. How come?
Bill just asked.
That's up in northeast Polito.
10-4.
45 to 8130 direct. I can head there if you want.
Negative. I gotta figure out what's going on first. Alright, Bill, what's going on?
I have no fucking clue. Well, I mean, I'll tell you what I know. So, what's happened so far is I spoke with Mildred. No one's here. No one can see us, right? You know
we're good.
Are you sure? Because fucking Phineas knew I was talking to you outside the police car. I'm not gonna say anything right now, but like I'm definitely gonna say something now. All those people saw me get in your fucking police car as they left that. Just saying.
81's going 10-6 off radio.
That's pretty much all the valid information that she provided. Other than serving, she gave them sandwich. She bought the sandwiches and she gave them to Dr. Joe and Dr. Elizabeth. So there wasn't some weird shit.
So it was for the sandwiches and lemonade that they received.
Correct.
Okay, and why? I still don't understand why you were asked to pay for that, but.
Well, I was asked. Well, she said that, but Phineas sent me a text saying to ask that I could pay $1,000 for more information before I even got there.
But she just wanted $1,000 for a delivery.
Correct.
Okay, this sounds like a dead end to me, but that Phineas is just fucking weird. I don't know what the hell that guy's ever up to.
Well, why would Victor and Phineas both text me to meet at that location, though?
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
And did the text that said that they knew I was coming come from Victor's phone?
They said the pigs were coming, and I think the second I don't, my phone's all messed up now, so I can't see the first one, but it may have said your name, but I can't remember.
You did mention it saying my name.
I think it did, but Phineas did say that he did say your name.
Victor, I don't even recognize you.
Yes, it's good disguise, you know? Yes, I think this house is abandoned, which means it is a perfect spot for this kind of meetup.
Oh yeah, and you can see the light tower from right there, Vic. Gotta be careful though. Someone could fall.
I'm gonna move away from you right now.
It's not even, it's one story, Victor.
This is Sage.
I'm gonna hurt the doctor.
Phineas.
I'm gonna make her cry.
Phineas,
I'm gonna hurt the doctor. Someone's gonna die.
Have you taken your medicine today, Phineas?
Yes, understandable. You do not want anyone thinking anything is up.
I didn't want to bother getting changed, mostly because I didn't have anything in my apartment that would make me look different. And the other thing is the cops are still by pillbox when I left my apartment, like with their lights on and everything. So I don't know if that's unrelated or I don't know.
There's quite a lot of investigation going on. To be honest,
I think there's a
Mr.
lot going on in the
Barrington,
city. It might be the whole Russians thing.
Is that what you're saying?
All right. Jeff paid me to be your friend. I'm going to tell you that.
Are you serious, Mr. Barrington?
I'm serious. That's how do you think I found you?
We're not going to have problem, are we?
I mean, you have to understand if it's fun. I'm doing it.
Well, that is important information.
All right, but why does Jeff want me getting close to you? What's the deal?
So, Mr. Waters and I, we had a sort of we have a mutual sort of friend, and this friend has screwed us both on multiple occasions. So we work together to try and get a little.
Is it Bill Lussman?
It is not Bill Lussman. It is Monica Rupert. I feel safe telling you this, Mr. Barringster. Yes.
Oh yeah, that bitch. Yeah.
Oh, you
it's like
know of
impossible for me to ever get a meeting with her.
You know of her, huh? Anyway, yes. So we, Mr. Waters and I, we had planned to get a little payback onto Monica, but it did not go great. And after a while, like we had a clean escape, but after a while, I found Jeff, as I said before, incognito, new voice, new appearance, and not only that, but he lied to me over the phone and told me he was not an incognito when he clearly was. So I have suspicion that Jeff might have ratted me out, which would explain, assassin who tried to kill me yesterday. I am a little worried about, this
Wait.
Mr. Waters.
Oh yeah, you got fucking kidnapped.
Yes, I did.
Wait, so that wasn't the Russians?
Like I said, it could have been, but I'm pretty sure all my organs are still in my body, so I don't think it was them.
Hold on, I gotta think. I don't know about this.
You could,
what if he did? If he rats you out, and yeah, but if he rats you out, the fucking thing is, we're screwed because he just comes here with the cops.
Mr. Waters has been good to me,
in
Mr.
over
Barringster.
your head,
He took pity on me.
Oh,
when no one
he
else
doesn't
would.
talk to cops. No, he hates cops.
He really
He wouldn't
does
talk.
hate cops.
If Bill's not in town, then we can probably call Jeff and get him down here safely.
What does Bill have to do with Mr. Waters being here?
Bill and Jeff are fucking friends.
They are not friends.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, when we were doing the robbery, Mr. Waters insisted on calling me Bill Lussman so that Bill Lussman might get accused and put in jail during this robbery. I do not think that... I think they
This
might
is
have had
fucking
a falling out.
fantastic. So Jeff hates Bill too?
Yeah, we all have...
we all have the same fucking motives here, you understand?
Yes, I do. I think if we do a bit of a, bonding exercise, hunting party, it would work out great for us.
By the way, did you ever get that scuba gear?
I did not. I probably should have, huh? Mr. Barringster.
I warned you. I said, you gotta get the scuba gear. Oh, I just need to have you be unconscious there for me, friend. I think you know what we're doing.
Mr. Barringster,
I tried to tell you. Jeff paid me.
He did not pay you. You told me that he did not.
Well, he hasn't paid me yet.
I will pay you more. I have much more.
Oh, this is Jeff.
I'm standing here holding an unconscious Victor.
Oh, jeez, what'd you do?
I'm about to cut out his tongue. Is there anything else you would like done to him? Can I eat his toes?
Listen, you can do whatever you want with him. You've done what I asked, so...
And Dr. Hart would get mad at me if I ate the toes, so I think I'll just do what you want.
Okay. Oh, fuck. You actually did it?
I'm about to.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
He's bleeding a lot. Can you go down to Pillbox and tell Dr. Hart that Phineas has done something terrible?
I will.
Say it's a life and death emergency, okay?
Okay, will do.
Don't worry, Victor. We're just gonna cut out your tongue. Jeff, what do you want me to do with the tongue?
You can do whatever you want with it. I gotta let go. I gotta hang up because.
Goodbye,
I'm driving.
Jeff.
Oh man. Oh fuck. This is Jeff.
Hey, buddy. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
You use UI muscle, you know?
Oh, jeez. Sorry. Connection there issue, I guess. Hello?
I can do the thing, okay?
Wait, do what thing?
Do the thing you wanted me to do.
You couldn't or did?
No, he's going to. In about 10 minutes, it'll be done, okay?
Is this with the tongue?
Yeah. He's going to the lighthouse. I'm gonna go do it, okay?
You don't need to do it if it's gonna cause you this
Don't
much.
come to the lighthouse, okay? Don't come to the lighthouse.
Jeez, okay. You're scaring me, Phineas.
Good luck, buddy. I'm gonna miss you.
Love you. Take care.
I love you too.
Miss what? What the fuck is going on?
Goodbye, Jeff.
What the fuck? I don't know what that was about. I don't. Don't go to the lighthouse. Dude, I'm terrified of him right now.
I can install it on my computer over there.
Whoa, really? Wait,
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
have
if the hospital would let you do that.
No, shh, don't tell anybody. Look at this. Look at this. See the Minecraft icon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I play Minecraft.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Maybe you should play with me one day.
Oh, yeah, I would love to.
We got two computers. See, we got one.
Whoa! Wait, can we play tomorrow?
They're going for gold. They're coming up here, probably. Might be stopping off at the, Ooh, there we go. Anyone is proceeding
10-4-3-3
southbound Sonora Freeway, attempting 1038 pink and color sports car.
Ten, 4. Is this a comet?
Unknown, picked it up on my rear radar. I've caught up with the suspect, still headed southbound Sonora Freeway. Anyone's 1038 southbound Sonora Freeway. Pink and color GTR.
45 is 1076.
Lost the plate number 157. Plates registered to one Phineas Barringster.
.45 to 88 to 81 direct. Use caution with Phineas to make sure he doesn't have any warrants.
10-4. Yeah, not seeing any active warrants. Good evening, sir. Officer 81 LSPD. How you doing today?
not doing too good, officer.
What's going on there, sir?
I'm sorry, was I speeding?
Yeah, you were going pretty quick there.
I apologize, officer. They're just gonna kill me and I know it.
Wait, who's gonna kill you?
The Russians.
Oh dear, what happened?
I only have one kidney. And I don't have any friends, and everyone says you have to be close and have to have someone or they're gonna get you. And I don't have any friends.
Have you seen them anywhere today, Phineas?
I haven't. I just know they're around, officer. They're gonna get me. I know they are.
You have no one you can hang out with, Phineas. No one at all.
I have one, officer.
You don't have anybody you can hang out with.
I have my friend Jeff.
Okay.
I should call and maybe hang out with him today. You're right.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
I just hope he's in town, because he's my only friend.
Have you tried going down to Legion Square, seeing if anyone there wouldn't mind hanging around, or?
I don't know anyone, officer.
Hey, can I talk to you real quick?
Yep. Actually, one sec. Can I get your license and registration just while I walk over here?
Sure, officer.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, Mr. Barringster, give us 1 minute.
So, Phineas is a known psychotic.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay. Yeah, he also kidnapped my cousin a few weeks ago.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if he got arrested for that at all.
I don't know. I haven't looked at all the arrests on file. Do you know a date? I do see a kidnapping on, looks like the 19th of August. Alrighty. I'm all written up here. I'm gonna go get him a ticket and let him on his way.
Alrighty.
Alright, Mr. Barringster. Looks like you've had a couple incidents in the last couple of days, so unfortunately I do have to give you a ticket today.
I understand, officer.
Yeah, it looks like you actually had a ticket.
I think I'm gonna just get off the road.
Yeah, if you can go find somebody to hang out with, it might be a good idea. Maybe
yeah,
get them to
I
drive.
don't really have any friends to hang out with, so.
Oh, cool. Oh, hi! Are you friends of Jeff's? Oh! I don't really like guns. I really don't like guns. I really... I can't help it!
Hello? Oh, Sojo, how's it going?
Fuck.
Yeah, not bad. Look, I'm looking for Jeff Waters. Is he around here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Why do you look like a freak?
What do you mean a freak?
Holy shit.
Sorry.
It's just Juggalo face paint. What the hell? At least I have to put on this face paint to look like a freak, unlike you.
Christ, dude. Easy there. Alright.
Well, you're gonna attack me, I'll freaking attack you.
Alright, fair enough. Don't mind to swing back. Alright, now listen. We had a bit of a run-in with the, the Russian organ harvesters around here.
Yeah.
Like, on our way. It was quite a scuffle.
Oh, that's not good.
We was kind of hoping that we could maybe, like, raise the price just a bit for, kind of a tax for that kind of thing. How's that sound?
Well, I don't even know what the hell I'm buying here.
Wait. How do you not know what this is? We didn't look in the box.
I don't know, I just told to pay you $10,000 for it.
Oh, alright. Well, it's $25,000 now, so it's probably something important.
Well, I don't have that much cash on me, so...
Alright, how about a loan? Would you do that?
No, I don't do loans. Not after dealing with Monica.
Alright, how much you got on you? 15,000?
I have 14,000.
Alright, that'll cover it.
Alright, give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
There you go.
Alright, cheers.
About the size of a handgun.
Alright.
Thank you.
Business is business. Cheers.
Alright, take care, I love you. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this, Phineas?
I love you, Jeff.
What the
That was Phineas Barringster, the movie. It was a lot of fun. Keep in mind that I did obviously edit it in the way that tells the best story. And there's a lot of little fun things that I'd love to go through and explain how it worked. For those who are interested, a little understanding how I did the role play. So let me go ahead and bring it back up here. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Honestly, I tear up every time. I'm very proud of that. I've developed a weird set of skills in my life. The roleplay plus the game mastering has given me an ability. I spent years practicing lying. You remember that? When I would just play TTT with my friends and we would lie to each other? But I also love being really honest. So I'd love to actually go through this with you guys to show you just how some of this stuff kind of happened. Can I play this at like a 2x speed? Let's see.
Should we die together?
Playback speed. Best. Okay, so this is Pause, who is a good friend of mine. So obviously we have a great RP connection. Pause honestly gives me more than I give him, honestly. Which is why I try to always give back to him. This is hilarious. So you see this explosion clip? We actually did crash into the tank. If you were watching Pause stream that night, you would know this actually happened. I cut this part out of the story because it didn't make for good storytelling. But I left this clip in as almost like what would happen, because it's also funny to just watch Pause fucking body goes flying from the gas station. So it's funny, so some of this RP is the meta got really weird. You know, there's I feel like some people were like using the meta to jump in the story, and it got really weird with the whole Monica story. Because what happened is Jeff here, he shot Jimmy, and after that there was nobody to catch, and I was trying to like end the story. And so one of the things I did is I started role playing with Phineas, and then I came up with the idea on Phono Posit streams of cutting out Jeff's tongue. And when I say I got permission up here in the future, what I actually mean is I got permission from Drapperbat, who plays Victor. Because you have to realize that if you haven't realized, if you watch that whole video, if you watch this whole movie, my roleplay can get really real, guys. There's a reason why I'm not playing a super criminal or a criminal who screams at you, or like any type of hateful character. Because I'm very certain that most of the people in roleplay general wouldn't be ready for that. And the only responsible way to do that type of character, Trapper, I'm going to share our conversation a little bit here. The only way to responsible do that in roleplay is to develop a relationship with the role players to the point where you can go farther. I'll tell you right now that me and Drapperbat here have such a strong RP connection after this story. And you're gonna say, like, were you guys in on it? What was going on there? I can explain it piece by piece. Literally, I'm just editing it to make it look greater than it is. Because that's really what we did. I'm just kind of like taking what we did in RP and then mixing it together for a story that kind of tells a fun story, you know? Because then, you know, with all the bugs and the stuff in the server, sometimes people can't get in, stories can get slow and clogged. You need to do some creative editing, right? So the lighthouse here, this is hilarious. I think I met Paz and I randomly drove to the lighthouse. And I'm going to be completely honest, I did not even intend to drive here. I just came here. The only time I've been to this place in game, I'm all boogery, guys, because I was crying. Sorry. I'm going to blow my nose 1 second. Hi, Comet. One of the things that was random was when I was driving around with Jeff, we came to the lighthouse, and I'd been here once with Mandy as Sea Dog Billy, so I knew it was kind of creepy. And so this is when I really started to realize what I wanted to do, because when I brought Phineas back onto the server here, my goal was I want to be killed by the organ harvesters in a way that makes Hugsy sad IRL, because I want her to feel maximum empathy for her organ harvester story. Like, if you're going to do this type of violence, especially the random violence on the server where you might not even know the role player, because the thing is, if I was an organ harvester, I think it would break. I think the role play would break. I think some people would just legitimately be like, hey, you have to stop. I don't want you to do this, right? At least until we're at a comfort level that they are comfortable doing that type of story, you know, I'd have to really know. So when I saw that was happening on the server, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make her feel maximum empathy. That was my goal for Hugsy. I was like, if you're gonna do this type of story, I'm gonna try to get you to do it. I'm gonna bait you into doing it to one of my characters and make you love that character on another one of your characters, so that it does break the fourth wall and you just get so filled with emotion that it makes you really think about your violent stories. That was my goal. And so this video is just trying to aim for that goal, right? Everything I'm doing is me just trying to weave stories and find things. And the thing is, sometimes you can know the meta, and it's hard to not use the meta, but you can also bait out the meta, you know? Like, I baited out this conversation of Jeff talking about Victor, and then providing a solution, like cutting out his tongue because he was a rat, right? I also knew things like I wasn't going to cut off Victor's toes because I wanted to show Phineas's growth as a character. Phineas says a lot of things here that have a lot of depth that I don't even think you guys will realize yet, but I'll explain later in future stories. But he was a really fun character to play, especially on the server to open up with. And Paz was a great roleplay partner for this. The hilarious thing is, if you didn't know, Phineas's introductory story is when me and Paz are really, really new to the server, because we were so close in roleplay, everybody thought Phineas was creepy, and so like Bill Lussman and Jeff were like stalking Phineas because Phineas was like kind of creepy, and everyone was joking that Phineas eats toes. So I actually decided to eat Paz's character, this Jeff Waters character's toes. And that gave him a reputation, and people were like, what the fuck? What kind of roleplay is going on here? But you have to realize that I was comfortable doing that with like an RP friend of 5 years. And I knew some other things, like he was a tow truck driver. So if I ate his toes, he would be a toeless tow truck driver. And you have to realize that's kind of funny, right? Like Jeff Waters, this character actually ends up drowning with some whatever RP. Doesn't really tell any stories so far, as far as I can see. But what's really funny about his death was that he drowned. So he was Jeff Waters and drowned, and he had that's kind of a weird ironic death. So that's kind of nice. I've brought that up a lot with Monica. There's the didn't happen but actually happened. Like this, I meant to like, so this is funny. So the reason why there's that explosion clip is because I meant to pretend to crash into the gas station. But you know, guys, I'm not perfect. You might watch this movie and be like, wow, this is masterclass. You are so kind, but you're just filled with emotion. Please. I am still in my mind a beginner of all things, okay? Trust me, because I can see so much growth potential, a road forward. And now what I want to do is get people to where I feel I am, so everybody's really comfortable in the RP that we can do crazy shit together, you know? So that way I know when somebody's pulling a gun on me, it's going to be a big story for their character or someone else's character or my character, and it's not just they're pulling a gun on me because they got a gun that day and they're just like playing Grand Theft Auto, you know? It's like when you want to bring out, because what I love the balance in roleplay of 90% funny and 10% serious, because I think that's the best balance. Not in the sense of don't do crime, but in the sense of when the violence is rare, it's so meaningful. And when you have strong role players doing rare violence, it becomes amazing stories. Pretty much no matter what happens, because the violence becomes like surreal, you know. You actually it's like because this roleplay server is almost like an endless soap opera, right? There's so much content you can't absorb everything, so you only get to see bits and pieces. So what you really want is when the violence is happening for it to be a big story, you know. And the organ harvesters are doing that, but I do almost feel like they're almost not getting caught fast enough, you know? I really feel, because in my mind, if the violence ever got out of control in a real city, the local cops would call in the FBI. Like on Monica Rupert, I know go around and tell like a rumor of the FBI coming in, and you know they can just track your phone, and even if you throw away your phone, they have algorithms to figure out where you are. And, you know, they can just search all your shit. You're like, oh, but what about my rights? Pfft, they just say you're a terrorist. This is a matter of national security. We're searching your shit. Oh, we found guns. You're under arrest. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what would happen if crime got out of control. You know, that's what the realistic thing. And so hilariously, as Monica, I've been just saying that to characters almost to make them like just think like that. So they'll go like, huh, maybe. Okay. Because it's almost like, because the thing is sometimes... people also don't know what is sometimes a server rule and what is a thing. So like if you tell people about the FBI and shit, they're going, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't like murder 10 people in a park. Why does it only seem to work when you give it to me? Because the funny thing about roleplay is you don't actually ever get to decide if the other person's character dies. When you decide to try to kill someone, you can take a gun to their head and pull the trigger and that person can still live. But when you do that type of violence, they can put you in jail for life, which means your character kind of dies. Sure, there's jail RP in the future, but you know what I mean? Like, your character no longer ever gets to get free, you know? Unless maybe somebody gets to do a cool, like, prison escape story. But the roleplay can't get there until, like, everyone gets to a level where there's that level of respect, you know? In an ideal environment, you want as little gameplay mechanics as possible. Earlier today, Cheeto Bandito did not have coke on him, but he had paper on him that Dale said were magazines, which Dale and Cheeto had learned were Coke on magazines. You know what I mean? Like that was the role play me and Dale did by his fans. Like he told me a pallet broke and that's why there was white powder on his magazines. And like when me and Dale were doing that, he thinks it's just some funny RP because it is. It's the 90% funny. But what does it lead to? It leads to Cheeto talking about the Coke magazines to a cop, which leads to that 10% almost serious funny thing where he gets arrested. But at some point, this little funny, almost serious story might lead to Dale getting all freaked out and wanting to do violence to Cheeto because he's got Cheeto, like Dale had a good business going. And now Dale's like, fuck Cheeto. If I'm going to jail for fun, I'm gonna fucking break his leg. You see what I mean? That's why I try to always aim for this, making these characters that are almost wholesome, fun. They can do crime. They can get themselves into a lot of trouble. Cheeto's been arrested, dozens and dozens of times. He's been through the system, But the thing is, in this weird RP world, there is like time is like just suspended. And so everybody's just like their characters are in a flow. Cheeto's a criminal, but I mean, the last few days he's been doing beach patrol. So I guess he's no longer a criminal. But then he's obviously going to go back to doing a criminal thing, but then he'll go right back to beach patrol. So it's almost like every day you're like, which Cheeto is this? Like, you don't have that same thought process of a character, It's interesting. So like if you watched Hugsy's stream, and that's why I say go watch other CrewRPers, I'll be there. You would have seen me spending a lot of time that's not even in this video, establishing a relationship. I wanted Hugsy to love Phineas. I stopped eating toes because I wanted to actually have Phineas grow as a character. He was getting better. That was the story I was going with. Phineas is supposed to be an insanity character. Ooh, this is a fun part here. Let's talk about this because there's not a lot of this in the video. Phineas is supposed to be an insanity character, but when I went down this storyline, bless you, Megan. When I went down this storyline, hold on, I gotta drink some water here. Then I can continue endlessly talking. When I went down this storyline, I had to make him more. He could become better from being insanity. B12 wasn't actually improving him. It was just a cover, but Phineas was actually getting better by the human connection, essentially. He was improving because he felt a love for the doctor, and the doctor clearly loved him, and so at no time was the doctor ever at hurt. The rhyme was, I'm going to hurt the doctor, I'm going to make her cry. I'm going to hurt the doctor, someone's going to die. Phineas is basically trying to say in his stupid insanity that he thinks he's going to die to the organ harvesters, and that's going to make the doctor sad and cry. I called so many characters. I think there's maybe three in this. But basically, I called so many characters that it actually becomes a problem, which leads to something really funny that we'll get to. The reason why I'm here is because I needed to be here because someone needs to come and pick up the tongue. I actually went to the dock and did the /me, puts a box the size of a handgun. And the idea was when they would come here, I would walk out and call them and just tell them to go pick up the box. Funny RP that didn't play out. There was 2 boxes. I actually stabbed a local and cut his tongue out in front of another character. Just they fucking fully saw it. I don't even know what character that was. And I was actually trying to get Rick Galifianakis to pick up the second box because ideally I wanted Paz to get 2 boxes so that he would have 2 tongues and not know which the tongue it was. And the thing is, Rick Galifianakis was more of a dangerous character, so I was gonna make it. So I was telling Paz shit like, "You're gonna get 2 boxes. One will be a dangerous one. One will be like very innocent. So be careful. Pay them both." And then I was gonna tell Rick Galifianakis 100K, but that RP didn't pan out. Rick Galifianakis didn't come for a bunch of other reasons. I don't actually know the meta, so that didn't come out. So it's like, keep that in mind. Like, this is edited to be a great story, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff like I'm rolling dice. I'm just taking chances and trying to storytell and get as many characters involved, and then seeing where that goes. and then just trying to like have a feel for it, like to improvise it from there.
Ended up not getting friends or got into crime or something. I mean, I did say that.
Well, yeah.
Not physically, no. I would never touch you, Doctor. You're one of my most favorite people in the world.
Exactly. That's
A lot of times when we would do these bits, if you were watching Hugsy's streams, I would do the 1, 2, 3, 4 and point to the fourth. She did know it was the fourth wall. Like,
that's why I said to them too.
I don't know what I would.
I think she knew it was coming, but I don't think she knew I was going to perma on her. Was the thing. I think Hugsy, because she knew the character was so strong, didn't think I would throw away Phineas like this, but I did. So, it's hard to get this emotion. One of the things I do is I play this song that comes from the movie In Bruges. It'll probably make it so I get like copyrighted strikes and stuff, but the thing is, I actually had to play the song to get into character to record this. This is Officer Frank Herbert.
Matter, officer?
He streams too on the CrewRP. It's really sad because you could see Frank really was trying, but unfortunately Phineas had established a relationship with the officers that he doesn't trust them.
Did I run a red light, officer?
You know? This is a great first part to this movie because it establishes the insanity of Phineas, right? Because so far you've seen Phineas be creepy,
I don't really want to talk to
you know,
people I don't know,
and you almost think it's a comical movie. But then you get to this part and you're like, what the fuck?
That's not true at all, and I don't want to talk to you. I don't trust you.
If you want to be able to do this type of RP, this is the value of empathy, honestly.
I don't trust officers.
Empathy
so
goes a long way. Like, I really feel these emotions for
bad
Phineas.
day. Today's when my brother died a year ago.
I just think about what it would be like to be in Phineas's position with one kidney because you gave. Oh, that's the other thing. The story isn't really spelled out. And the thing is, there was. I don't include all the RP because then there would be like a 10-hour movie. I just include the things that I felt were the most fun. This was the interesting part. Frank actually told me later that he thought my head exploded. He didn't actually ever see me run away, so he just kind of was like, "Huh." But the way this plays out in the movie is like Phineas was like a badass and ran away. You know what I mean?
This is Jeff.
No problem, officer. Second, I need to talk to my friend now.
So I'm at the hospital because me and Paz just blew up in that gas tank, right? So I've stitched the story together differently. The officer I'm talking to is because Paz had just told me all this stuff about Victor, so I immediately told it to the cop at the hospital. So now I'm walking away at the hospital to talk to Jeff here.
You're talking to the cops?
Again.
Hi, friend. Don't worry.
I've stitched a story together for you guys.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, the cop.
I don't want you to believe that that it was just all natural, right? Because that's unfair to the medium. The medium isn't going to be unnatural. It's going to be kind of wavy, but we can still tell amazing stories through it.
Them.
The organ harvesters?
Yeah, about Victor Krowski, Russian or Ukrainian or Polish organ harvester. I gave him his full name and number.
I think it was important. One of the mistakes I was like calling them the Russian organ harvesters, you know?
And I got great news.
It's better to call them the organ harvesters. Because the thing is, if they were American organ harvesters, we wouldn't have called them American organ harvesters.
Means we got
you see what I mean? This is weird. So this is great. This is Tony, who was Dale, and I think this was Dale's first night on the server. So I literally called Tony up to do a job, and
Tony, it's great to see you.
And we meet at this gas station. Now, here's why I had him do this. I'm paying him $25,000 to watch Dr. Elizabeth Hart because of my fourth wall joke. As long as Dr. Elizabeth Hart is in the city, I feel safe, and so Phineas can have fun and be creepy and weird. But if Dr. Hart is not in the city, then it means the organ harvesters could be around. So in that case, I go wait at the docks, tweeting out pictures, baiting them to come get me. There was a stream where I got really angry, and I might have even deleted the VOD because I was so angry that I did last week, and I'm sure some of you were there. But I still have the VOD of that stream, and I used a clip of it anyway. And you know what? Because it crashed, it ended up being it ended up being a really good story. And you know what the funny thing is? The next day, we were in a really amazing story with Bill Lussman, and the server crashed, and everyone got annoyed. But that time, I was like, you know what? It's fine. I guess I'll make an entire movie. I thought this Phineas thing was going to be 20 minutes. Now it's going to be a full movie.
Of course. Anyway, $25,000, right?
Hey, that's what you said.
Yeah, so just keep an eye out on my favorite doctor. You know, she's the best doctor in the
See, I've
city.
said nothing about Bill
As long as she's
Lussman.
in town, nothing to worry about.
That has not become part of the story at all.
Yeah, swing on by Pillbox. Let me know if they're in town.
Phineas
If they
is
are.
a little
That's great,
suave,
but they're not.
still creepy.
And I'm gonna leave town.
Ah, the Veronica one. So here's the fun part. Veronica, I first called her to come fix
Oh, hey,
Phineas's
Veronica.
car in a really creepy spot.
car's just
And
broken
that
down
time
over
I was
there. You can
full
help with it?
creep Phineas. There was no sadness. It was just like, you're going to meet this character
just need help
and
with my
you are
car, is
not
all.
going to feel safe around him. But then the second time was like this. And
No,
I
it's
just
just a bad
sat
day.
there on the road, built up my emotions, and just waited for her to come to the car so I could do this scene. Because one of the things I was
No,
really trying to do
I'm
was
trying
make
to
this a
find the
server
records for a
story.
friend,
If I'm going to
but
kill
it
this
doesn't have
character,
memories.
I'm going to do this violence, I want everybody's
thank you.
character, I want as many people as I can to be pulled into the story. I even got a call, I think, from Veronica, trying to get in touch with Jeff Waters about Phineas's death.
Okay.
Like, after the
Just
story
rolling
was
some dice
over.
Today is all. Spending some time
She
with
does this
Bill.
taco joke that almost broke me.
That's my brother.
I persevered.
He died.
This character tries to hug me, which is great
This is the
because then I get to
anniversary of his death.
react in like a
I tried
really
to help,
real
but I
way
couldn't help.
of just Phineas not
I
feeling
couldn't
touched.
help.
We all got things we regret, man.
I couldn't help. I wanted to
Phineas
help, but I
actually
couldn't
had a
help.
brother, and a year ago, his brother
I really
died
wanted to help,
from a
but I
failed
couldn't.
kidney
Don't
transplant.
touch me, please.
Phineas
Don't touch
donated
me.
his kidney to his brother, and he
Thanks,
died
Veronica. How
anyway.
much do I owe you?
So he only has one kidney. I probably told this story to
Thank
about
you so much,
10 to
guys.
15 characters on the server.
And
You can piece it together because I think Bill Lussman actually tells Wimley that he only has one kidney and tells the whole
Yeah.
story.
Bill.
Oh, this is where
Tony,
Purple
I,
lets me,
gonna
see,
become a
Purple's
lawyer in
not,
the city.
I haven't lied
I,
it, so here's the best part.
was told I need a shadow.
Purple and me are getting pretty good friends here, and it's our RP is top tier. Like we are doing so much goofy dumb shit. Like Bill Lussman and Monica, like they have a sexual relationship. For those of you who don't know, there will be a video coming out soon where Monica Rupert is going to give Bill Lussman a blowjob, and there's going to be another video where there's a bum fight and the winner gets to be on top. But then Bill Lussman ends up talking to cops for a while, and then Monica gets bored and goes to bed. You know, because that's what the ladies would do if the fucking guy doesn't come to bed sooner. Anyway,
Never mind. They're like,
so anyway, I know a little bit about the server, and I know that the lawyer system, that if you want to become a lawyer, you need to shadow a lawyer. So I had Tony do this, and Tony was so obvious, and Purple just doesn't. He just assumes it's some guys trying to be a new lawyer. He probably knows it's Dale, but he thinks it's Dale's new lawyer character, and just
Oh, yeah,
takes the
lawyer.
bait.
Okay, let me add your number here.
Now, Tony
And,
doesn't
I
actually
may
play
have,
a big
tried to
part
call
in the
cop-
story
tried to call
because
the
he
Organ,
struggles to
Donator
actually
people,
keep up
whatever,
with Bill.
Russians,
But
and, tried to ask for
he
the
feels like a
papers,
big
but they,
part
didn't
because
seem
it
to
was
be in
fun.
town. The
It was
number
fun
one
to have
refused
pay his
to
guy that gave me
I-
the info once or twice that really let me do all of the web stuff.
People who have had organs removed.
So here we go. Time for fun. This is our last game we will ever play together. So here's what I've done. I am paid Mildred to go deliver sandwiches and lemonade to Dr. Elizabeth Hart. Phineas has not met Mildred. He just called her. Can you do this for me, Mildred? And then went, and that was it. That's all I did. And then what was amazing
You know who,
was
there was a fucking
I
lady outside PD,
texted
and she's all being sketchy
Purple
and shit,
at the
and
same
asking-
time that
and
she
asked me. I was like,
tweeted.
if I didn't get her-
And it was just like
Yeah.
serendipity.
Yeah, that's her.
So
Goddamn,
Purple
I
got
think
like
it's
both messages. And the thing is, me and Dr. Hart were playing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1 game. All like if you were watching Hugsy's stream, we were basically doing it nonstop.
I'd be like,
So it became like just a way we talked to each other, you know? So
wait,
this
hold on,
just
hold on.
creeped out fucking Purple because he gets a 1, 2, 3, 4. Dr. Elizabeth Hart can tell you more. At the same time, a tweet goes out. Thank you for the delivery, Phineas. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is what I'm talking about. If you just roll dice every now and then in RP, you get fucking 20s.
What was that tweet?
We need to go to Pillbox right now.
Now, sure, if you wanted to, you could get together out of the game and you could plan stuff like that. Okay, I totally get it. I try to avoid all that because guess what? When it's natural, the adrenaline you get from that immediately boosts your RP.
Did you want to meet
And
up?
then you just get, oh.
yes.
'Cause the thing is, there's a lot of stuff in this movie that doesn't go right. Okay? There's a lot of things that don't go right in this movie. And they're just edited out.
So am I free to go, officers?
Am I free to go, officers? At some point, I jump off her roof, and I'm just in the hospital. And so once they're done curing me, I just leave. But I put this in because there's me with Wimley, and it's like, Wimley, I just seen Phineas. He was that close. You know what I mean? It introduces Wimley into the story. It's a creepy scene.
I'll see you there, though. I'll put box.
It's just a weird, it's an editing choice I did. This scene is muted. The laugh is added in post because I mute the scene because I wanted to just show you that Hart is at the watering tower to make you panic as an audience. We see that conversation in seconds. I showed this because it's funny and because of what Victor says and to show that Phineas knows Victor. Now, the only people who really know this is me and Victor did a lot of RP as Phineas and Draper because I really wanted Draper to trust Phineas because here's the thing. I know Draper knew the meta of Phineas wanted to cut out the tongue. So I wanted to play the long game and set up a story that he would believe that so when I wanted to do the violence to him, it actually caught him off guard. Right? Oh, Jesus. Now, Victor actually says, "Are you still alive, Mr. Phineas?" Because that's just creepy and adds to the video, right? And then you see Wimley and the Phineas relationship. You see Phineas doing creepy stuff. All that extra laugh is added in post there. This laugh is added in post because I'm obviously not on Purple's stream, the clocks and stuff. Just all timed for this fun thing.
Where's Phineas? I don't have time for this. Where is Phineas?
Hugsy told me that hilariously she was eating IRL right as she got the delivery. So when Bill ran in, she just started fucking talking with food in her mouth. Holy shit. I'm telling you guys, roll enough dice, 20s start coming up.
He's not here. He's not here. He just had a delivery person send me sandwiches and I'm eating them at the moment.
Because that's the thing. No matter how smart we think we could plan a story, it's never going to be as good as when you bump into natural 20s back to back to back, right? That's it. Because that's a natural story. That story's going to feel real because it actually kind of happened.
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
This is hilarious. Fucking Purple, like, you gotta love Purple's character, Bill Lussman. And that's why he plays a big part in this movie, because he is like the action lawyer. And I really wanted to showcase him as an action lawyer. And just, he can't believe it. He knows about Phineas. He can't believe Dr. Hart would eat sandwiches delivered from Phineas.
Oh, hi, Dr. Hart. I'm a little bit concerned. Why? I'm just waiting for my...
Now, again, the editing is weird. You know, not all this stuff is happening. I think this probably happened a day before on the server, right? Where I was just sitting here and I was taking pictures, and this actually caught me off guard. I was baiting out Russians, and Elizabeth Hart showed up, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I didn't think she was in the city, and so like you actually see my mouse tab in. I'm going to disable my mouse so you don't actually see my mouse in GTA, but in this video you actually see my mouse tab in. And so I'm like, "What the fuck?" Because I was just sitting here like looking like on Reddit or something, and then I was like, "What the fuck?" I was just sitting here waiting for Russians.
Friend Jeff. Whoa.
So I was like not even ready for this role play, but it ends up being a good scene because this was like Elizabeth Hart coming to the violent spot, but because you're like if you were watching streams at all, you'd probably see Phineas tweeting a lot because that's what I'm saying. I'm just rolling dice. I'm trying to make stuff happen. I'm tweeting at people. I'm trying to get them involved in the story, and for this movie, I'm just picking all the 20s. Does that make sense? Like if I rolled 100 dice on this character and I got like 10 20s, I'm showing you all 10 of those parts.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just waiting for Jeff. This is our meeting spot. He's my friend.
Okay. So nothing concerned about.
Especially if they make sense in an overarching story.
Everything's fine, Dr. Hart.
Okay.
This character was easy to write because I knew the ending.
Yeah, I had it earlier today.
Okay, good. Okay.
Future stories are harder because in order to get to endings, you actually have to trick people in
There's no
long
need to be
ways.
concerned. I'm just waiting for my friend Jeff.
Okay.
Oh, it's raining though.
And so when I was streaming today, you know what? Maybe if you're interested, go watch everything I did today again, because
Now, and if you need anything, call me.
you're gonna see fun things.
From you, Dr. Hart, or else I come down to Pillbox.
There's stories already underway now for you guys. After
Dr.
Phineas
Hart,
Barringster, I got to talk to a lot of players that I shared this movie with when I finished it about almost a week or two ago.
Good. Hopefully they're not.
I don't remember how long ago.
You're
that
telling me it was only
over a week,
sandwiches.
maybe. A little bit more than that, maybe 2 weeks.
What else? There's an officer that's gonna. Wimley is right here.
Okay, there's sandwiches. He gave me sandwiches and I'm gonna hurt the doctor.
All right, so Purple accidentally mouse clicks and punches the doctor, so I just add that voice clip. One, because it's a little creepy and fun.
Oh my god!
And then we can just edit to the next thing. You know,
He's actually said he didn't want to.
it's just an editing choice there.
But
Adds to the creepy story.
So I mean.
Wait, he said he would hurt you.
Well, I don't think he meant it. He's having a rough time. What? tweeted out the other day. Everybody saw it.
All right, there's
People
Tony.
were coming in here and
So
going,
this is so
why?
here's a cool thing. I am not playing a game with Purple yet, really. Or rather, my game with Purple is to send Bill Lussman to talk to Elizabeth Hart. But I've sent Tony also to watch Elizabeth Hart so Tony can tell me about all this shit. I think me and Tony are talking a little bit more in text and stuff. There's a lot of back and forth. Because once he starts telling me where Bill Lussman is, I'm like, okay, now I have information I can use to fuck people. You know? And this is what I'm talking about with avoiding the meta. Because when you do it naturally in the game, and basically you can show your math, you got yourself a damn good story. Because showing the math in roleplay is essentially the story, you know? When you're trying to weave together a fun story for multiple characters, you got to be able to like show how everything came together, because that's like, look what this movie is. That's all it is.
I don't know what he's talking about. But
Like, there's Tony, and fucking, like, Tony is so funny. Look at him. He just walks in and he stops moving. It's like shit out of Bugs Bunny. Tony's just fucking right there behind the pillar. Oh, God, Dale.
Oh, so I shouldn't eat the sandwiches?
So here's the cool thing. Victor got kidnapped, and then somebody tried to assassinate him in the ocean with some weird RP. So he just he was just came out of the hospital and was just like, fuck that. So there's this weird Victor was being kidnapped and drowned story because it happened right next to Bill Lussman. And so when people are talking about drowning in this thing, it kind of connects with what Phineas ends up doing, because that was just I was at the White Lighthouse, and there's a lot of fun stuff that I was able to weave out of all this information. But what's interesting is the whole story behind this is Victor had talked to Bill Lussman about that whole Monica shooting, right? And Victor was trying to rat out Jeff. And so now Victor's in this problem of he's supposed to go into witness protection or something, and it's not happening, and it's been weeks, and the RP's been really weird, and we don't know where we're going with these characters. So he's trying to push his own story right now. Me and Victor, Phineas and Victor at this time period, we have talked and we've done some RP, but Victor's trying to do his own story and hasn't even really been connected into Phineas's web here, right? So I don't even know this is happening right now. I don't know anything about this in canon. You know what I mean? I'm doing this own thing where I'm watching Elizabeth Hart basically because I'm doing a game, and my game was I'm going to have Purple go meet Mildred, and I'm going to tell Mildred to tell him the next step of the game. Okay. That was my plan of what's going to happen. And then roll some dice. Something happens. Tony sees something that I can use. And guess what happens? Bill Lussman fucks up.
I got a text from Victor.
Okay, where is he?
So Purple here is getting a text from Victor. Victor's doing his own RP where he wants people to meet up in the cabin. Phineas is now talking about it's our last game, Bill.
Phineas just said it's our last game.
Because I think at this point, Tony has told me the information. Because the second Tony tells me the information, I immediately call Bill. So right now, Purple gets into Citra's car because he's giving the GPS location for Citra to go to set up a stakeout for when Bill talks to Victor, right? So Phineas isn't really in this RP, except Tony tells me. I was unable to connect with Bill because I was trying to get Tony to shadow him as a lawyer, and I wanted him to be friends. But he tells me Bill and Wimley are with Hart. With this information, I'm like, oh my God, now I can really fuck with him, because now I can say things like, I know you're with Wimley. Let's pass you on a message. Purple, of course, doesn't realize this. It's the fact that Purple doesn't understand how good of a liar I am, he has no idea how to pick up on any of my tells. So it really adds to his character, and it's just kind of great that we have this weird dynamic, because anytime I do roleplay right now with Purple, it's like Ring Around the Rosie, and he gets himself into accidental trouble so much.
Hey,
which is perfect for his character.
Wimley that I'm doing much better now.
Tell Officer Wimley I'm doing much better now. So I'm actually referring to the crying part. The crying part actually had happened before this today on the server. Okay. Like I said, I've stitched this in the best scenario. That is what I'm talking about. But I've presented it in a way that makes it look like I'm talking about when I fell off the roof.
You might be worried about me, Bill.
Sure.
Again, I like being really honest about this with you guys, because it shows you that it's not just some amazing RP, it really shows you rolling enough dice and then stitching it together is how you really get a fun story.
I'm actually at the pillbox.
Yeah, I know.
So he says, I'm actually a pillbox, and I tell Purple, yeah, I know.
Oh. This is
And then I laugh. Usually, by the way, when Phineas laughs, and you might want to go through this movie again next time you feel like watching it, I'm laughing because it's funny, and you don't know why.
Hey, Bill.
Phineas, yeah, I'm walking away from him.
Unless I'm trying to be creepy.
I got a fun game, and you're gonna like it. Or you're not.
What's this game about?
I got a fun game, and you're gonna like it.
Mutual friend Jeff Waters.
Our mutual friend.
So, it's about our mutual friend Jeff Waters. Here's the thing. In meta, I know why all of this is fun. But to Phineas only knows that Jeff Waters is so hard for me. Look, I'm good at meta, but trying to remember how I used to think about my character. I'm sorry if it kind of spills here, right? Because now I'm trying to remember my past memory. This is complicated. Sure, Maris. I think it might be interesting to put on YouTube too. So anyway, separate video, right? So anyway, what was interesting about this is every time Purple gives me information, it's funny, right?
Jeff Waters.
So I know in the meta that what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to count out Victor's tongue, and I'm trying to do it in a fun way. But ideally, what I wanted to happen was Bill Lussman to show up and find Victor on the ground tongueless. That was the story I was going for this day. That's not the story I got, but when you go through the footage and you stitch it together, you can still find really good stories if the RP is good. And all the people you see today in this movie do some damn good RP.
Yeah, and then our other mutual friend. Victor Krauski.
So here's the fun thing. Phineas has talked to Victor. He knows Victor is in the city. He knows Bill's in the city. Victor is at the stage where he obviously doesn't trust Phineas because, one, Trapper Bat knows I'm trying to cut out his tongue. But two, they haven't really interacted enough to trust him. I've done some fun things. I did basically some RP one-on-one with Trapper, where we went around the city and Phineas was playing like, yeah, I'm the new crime boss in town. Hey, here's a good place to take out a cop. You know, if we were doing a bank, we could do this. I know a way we could smuggle coke. And so me and him probably did like 6 hours of this, right? One, because it was letting me bond with the player in RP, and because honestly, when I get in game, if you want to see stories like this, you want to see content like this, I got to put in the time. I gotta bond with the RPers, build up the stories, and then I can edit it down in this amazing fashion, you know?
Okay, what about him though? What is this?
So here's the thing. I don't know that Victor is trying to meet with Bill Lussman. I have no fucking idea. See that? See up here? Bill Lussman is about to fucking tell me. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm having a fun time, Bill.
I don't really know what's going on. My whole plan is I want to kidnap Victor and then eventually tell Bill I want him to come pick up his body. So my whole goal is to have Purple go on a wild goose chase until I have a prize for him.
But you'll know later when the game really gets going, okay?
He says I have 6 minutes, Phineas. I have 6 minutes to get there?
Well.
Jesus Christ.
I have 6 minutes to get there? Purple has just told me something that Phineas can use to spin a weave and a web. The second I hear that, I'm like, oh my God, you just told me that you have to meet Victor in 6 minutes?
Good luck, Bill.
I hang up on him. Do you see how fast I fucking hang up? The second he gives me another dice to roll, I'm like, ooh, you just gave me something more. Oh my goodness.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I have to get there now.
Mr. Barringster.
I'm playing this at 2 times speed if you're just coming in. You can watch the VOD if you want to see it at all. It's just so we can go through it and I can talk about it. Because the thing is, I really want to help people role play better. And I really feel like this movie has some great stuff to really show you how you can do this type of content, you know? Or it's just interesting too, right?
Yeah, Victor, do you know that Tony guy that was in front of Pillbox?
So, the first thing I do is I don't want to reveal my hand. I don't want to just say 6 minutes. I want to tell him the story. You know what I mean? Telling him the story is fun. So the first thing I want to do is tell him about Tony.
All right, listen, Mr. Barringster, hold on. I have much more important things.
Victor tells me he has much more important things because he's trying to set up his own roleplay right now. But guess what? I've accidentally stumbled into his own roleplay, and now it's become very fun. I know Trapper Bat probably feels the exact same way about this movie as me because he was so intimate with this entire story with his character that it became very fun.
Yeah, I know in 6 minutes Bill Lessman's gonna be there. That's why I'm trying to call you.
Wait, you know?
Wait, you know? That's real panic. That's like, you're what the fuck? How could you know that? Are you watching Purple's stream?
That's why I'm fucking calling you to leave. Yeah, he's rushing there, so he's gonna be there in less than 6 minutes. Like he literally hung up on me because he said he had to
But I already told you. You remember Tony? I was trying to tell him.
go with the cops.
But is he? Oh, okay.
He's with Officer Vinley.
So here's the thing. I don't actually know that Bill's going with the cops, but I know that Bill is with Wimley, so I'm assuming he's going with the cops. I eventually confirm it with Tony, but at this point, I'm just rolling a dice and hoping that Bill Lessman doesn't run off without the cops, you know? And again, if I can use it in a lie to freak out Victor. So here's an editing trick. When Purple was trying to rush to Victor, Officer Wimley ran him over and turned him into a coma. I'm sorry if you guys have the high pitch glitch. I gotta get less excited. So there's like a 3-minute delay where they're all laughing. And so this laugh that Purple has is not related to the movie, but he's laughing during the chase. So it fits, but he's actually laughing about the fact that Officer 81 just fucking ran him over when they were supposed to go meet up with Victor. But again, in roleplay, it's a little messy. So you have to edit it down. That's why I talk about this 90% comedy, 10% serious, because it's going to be mostly comedy.
Holy shit. How you doing, man? Dude, what the fuck is going on right now?
You know he won't be there, Bill.
So I'm adding voiceovers, and here's the thing. Now that I've scared Victor away from his RP, I can use that info to tell Purple that he's going somewhere for no reason.
You're rushing there for nothing.
At this point, I don't do anything with Purple. My whole goal is to get Victor so that I can get him.
Hey, Tony, did you find Bill Lessman?
So I'm making calls and shit.
He had a police escort. You did see that? Do you know did you take it?
Here's me confirming the police escort story.
Any pictures?
No.
When I say, did you take any pictures? This is me trying to teach Tony in roleplay. You got to take pictures like Monica Rupert. Pictures tell a story.
Oh, no.
It's all about the pictures, Tony. It's all about the pictures. All right, this
Tony.
is good. Thank you. I'll try to see if I can find him, but you try to find him too, okay?
I'll try.
You're doing really good work, Tony. I like working with you.
You're doing really good work, Tony. I really like working with you. That's me giving a roleplay compliment.
I just give him a call and be like, hey, you forget about me? Where you at?
Yeah, or I could have him meet me at Legion Square, and you could just happen to be there, because people...
So this part of the video I actually left in specifically to show that not everything you do works. Tony doesn't actually end up getting back in this story, okay? I use him a lot in editing, because he does actually give me a giant piece of the puzzle to do this whole fun spin. But when we try to get Tony back in the story, Tony is played by the same guy who plays Dale. Oh my god, I gotta remember usernames and character names, guys. This is gonna be impossible. But he's a great role player. I absolutely love both Tony and Dale. They're both great characters. Tony gets a little frustrated, I think, trying to get back in the story. But honestly, I don't think you ever get frustrated. Just try to do your RP. And Dave Peck, yes, Dave Peck. You know what? He was such a nice guy. Was he in here earlier in chat? I hope he comes here and hears my comments about how nice he is, because he's such a great role player. He actually messaged me after this role play we did today, on this Tony Day, and where he was like really disappointed, and I was like, dude, you don't realize that your role play still led to something amazing, and you'll see.
People are always at Legion Square, and you just happen to lose Bill, so where would you go? You'd walk over to Legion.
So I'm talking about this whole Legion thing. This never plays out at all. I leave this in so you can see me talking to Tony a bit, and honestly, just so people can see that it's not a perfect piece.
And then I could just not show.
The other thing is, it's weird. When I give you the thing is, you guys are used to movies where everything works out because it's telling a linear story. So when I give you a piece of a puzzle and it ends up being a dead end, you're like, oh shit, that happens? Yeah.
All right,
just try to stick to him like glue this time. Be like, I paid you money, Bill. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to help him out. So what was funny is Tony was like yelling at Purple because I was teaching him in roleplay how he can stick closer to Purple, right? So I believe, like, I didn't actually go to watch the VOD, but if you're watching Purple that night, you probably heard Tony was like really mad, and Purple actually like is saying like, "Oh, I feel so bad about teaching Tony all night," but it was amazing that he did.
I need to shout at you. I need my hours. Because as long as you make it sound like you need those hours, he'll just be background noise. He won't even know you're listening.
The new lawyer system requires lawyers to shadow lawyers for 10 hours. I'm using that out-of-game knowledge to abuse the system because Phineas is like a genius. He knows the system. Wow. In a way that weaves this awesome story that Tony can use this gameplay advantage to role play more. If the lawyers need extra hours, Purple doesn't even fucking think about it when Dave Peck's new character just be like, hey, I'm Tony. I was told I need to shadow a lawyer. He fucking says shadow, and you hear the emphasis in it. It's like so obvious, and I love that because that not only does that, because the thing is, Purple could have noticed that clue and then leaned into it or chose to avoid it, but instead, Purple just didn't even get that roleplay clue, and that's what makes it so much better. Is you can see, like Purple can look back and actually look at that and be like, damn. There's a lot of damn moments for Purple in this. Dude? So after all those creepy messages, I think Purple comes back to the hospital.
Is someone in the bushes?
It's hard. I didn't actually watch everything. I mostly skim people's footage and see what's good.
Have you seen Phineas?
No, I haven't.
I don't have time to watch everybody's footage, you know? He comes back to the hospital.
All I've done is tweeted.
And this is when he finally, like, nobody asked during all that craziness where the sandwiches came from. Everyone thought that Phineas delivered them.
We had that delivery person come, right? That's it.
The delivery person was not Phineas.
This is when Purple realizes this is like an hour later. He's just like, God damn it. He's like, he's fucking done all this shit. And he gets out of this thing, and now now there's this whole new clue for him. He's just now realizing about this Mildred character.
No, she came in the hospital. I believe she's all done up with pink and she had a sun hat on.
Did you tell the police this?
Yeah, the way you use meta knowledge is you use it to bait it out. Like, for example, if you know Monica Rupert is a billionaire, then when you first come to the city, it's very easy to be like, so who has all the money in the city? Because somebody's going to say Monica Rupert. Does that make sense? Like, if you come into town and you're like, man, does anybody know any sea captains? Because you're, like, trying to play, like, a crew member of a pirate ship. That's what you would do, you know? And that's a way you can connect to a story that naturally. You just want to be really careful with it because you never want to, like, one thing I don't do is I don't look at somewhere where someone's stream is and go to them. I don't even like looking at people's stream before I log in because if I do, I might actively avoid that area of the server. And I really want those natural bump-ins as much as possible because, boy, the more it's natural, the more it's amazing.
Mission.
I know. I didn't know they didn't ask me.
And nobody asked us this information. Everybody was
actually
rushing to this Victor thing that nobody got the story.
Is that bad?
First of all, I don't know what the fuck you would.
And the best part is this leads to a bunch of server issues that leads into some amazing fun role play that we're gonna see, and that's why I included it, and that's why this movie ended up being an hour because. This story, like I said, this was something I was doing and other people like really engaged it in a way that was amazing. And it's not just mine, like at all. I couldn't have done this without all of the great role players.
But why do you get a sandwich from Phineas?
Because he says he loves me and says I'm his favorite doctor. That's why. I see him on a different level than you guys. I don't see him all bad.
Probably. Okay, you know what? That's probably fine. Probably fine to eat the sandwich.
Okay, good.
But this person delivered the sandwiches. Have you ever seen them city? Get the name? What was the name?
I don't know. I've seen her in the city before. She's an older lady. He said he wasn't waiting for me, so he had his chance to hurt me, but he didn't.
So I skipped ahead a little bit ahead, and this is where like Bill gets the whole story, even finds out about the meeting, finds out that Phineas isn't going to hurt the doctor.
So yeah, I trust him. Now, mind you.
So here's let's see if you can hear this part. This is funny because if you watch you would only have seen this story on. Huxley's stream. Where's the playback? Sorry.
I was taken and wanted to be sold as for a cougar.
Mind you, I was taken today and wanted to be sold as a cougar. I was doing beach patrol as Cheeto Bandito, and somebody called me asking me if they could have if I could get them a cougar. And so I drove to the hospital and asked, pretended to be an undercover cop, and asked Hugsy how old she was. Like asked Elizabeth Hart here. How old are you? And she said she was 36. And I told her and her husband, I need you guys to meet a guy because we need a doctor there. And it's for an undercover mission. And so they leaned into the role play. I don't know if it's funny. They leaned into the role play. So I drive to the Legion Square to meet the guy. And he's like, and I'm like, here's your cougar. And he immediately sees it's a joke. And then I immediately start yelling for my 20 grand. I get paid the 20 grand, then I immediately rush off, drop off the doctors, and run away in my beach patrol van. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this story is I did a funny stream the other week where Cheeto and Mort went and bought 20 grand of drugs of like weed and coke from a drug dealer, and Cheeto Bandito had to pay that drug dealer back. So I sold Elizabeth Hart for 20 grand to pay back the coke dealer.
Okay, hold on. I got this call. Wimley, listen, I got text messages. I've been trying to call you. I'm at Pro Box right now. Everything's okay for me? But how did you...
Fucking love Count Darkfury there? Like, this guy's a great role player. He's just fucking hanging out, collecting. He's just waiting, dude. He's just waiting to find a way. He's like, how am I going to be in this story? Someone's going to say something near me, and I'm going to use it.
Any finding up there?
I mean, I've been staking out the log place here. I haven't seen anything.
So Officer 81 Wimley here has gone to the place to meet Victor and is staking it out, even though Phineas has destroyed this entire RP.
But I haven't gone in.
They knew you were coming.
They knew you were coming. This is Bill's finally telling Wimley, half hour into the stakeout, they knew you were coming.
Knew you? They knew there was officers of some kind before I even got there. I started driving at Pool side. I don't know. They just started texting me.
This is Tony. I'm looking to become a lawyer in the city.
Showing your math is the story, kids. You gotta show your math.
Oh, shit. I probably might fuck up there.
So, here's this is funny, too. That was probably my fuck up there. It's not like Bill was actually figuring that out. Bill was actually just having a fuck up where he was shouting instead of whispering so all the other characters could hear it. But I edited it in a way where it was like Bill just figured out that he fucked up. In reality, Purple never figured it out until the end of the role play, and I told him about it. He never really knew. But for the movie's sake, we make it look like Bill learned the information. He's like, damn, I guess I fucked up.
They knew that I was talking to you at Pillbox.
Because look how good the role play is. He's so fucking serious. He's like taking this so serious, dude. Like, so that's like, I gotta lean into it myself in the editing. It's like, look at his fucking role play. He's telling the story for me. I gotta make it good for him, right?
Wimley. And I need you to, I think, well,
Hello, sir. How's it going?
they had some delivery for Phineas. Phineas told me to get there. Some old lady in a sun hat and a pink fucking dress.
This is
long
Mildred.
Dress, made the delivery. She told me some stuff that you haven't received.
So, Phineas has never met Mildred, but Monica has met Mildred. So Monica, I know the Mildred character. So when Phineas was looking for somebody to drop off the delivery, I knew Mildred was this nice old lady. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny if the lady that... and I knew the RPer. The RPer who plays Mildred is the same person who plays Joe Bantam, my security guard for Monica Rupert. Hey guys, I'm Joe. Who also plays Aaron Ort. I'm the pilot. And I was actually in the car when Jimmy was shot. Which is hilarious because he could have been a security agent when Jimmy was shot. But actually, he was the pilot who was just there, on a fun RP adventure. So you have to understand that when I was on Phineas, I was like, who would be the best character that I can have on the server? Mildred had her number on the job board. So I was like, Mildred, will you go do this delivery for me? And guess what? Savine knows that it's me, the Rob, the role player. So of course he leans into it for me. You know, it's really fun too. Mildred is a fucking criminal. She robs banks. She robs grocery stores. She's in dirty with G money. And what's hilarious is none of my characters have ever had that interaction. So she's just a sweet, sweet, innocent lady. It's hilarious.
Who did?
Cool. Dr. Hot.
Okay.
Elizabeth Hot.
So here's Citra and Purple, and they're just talking about a ton of stuff.
She also was taken to a lighthouse.
A lot of stuff that
where he told her about his brother that he donated kidney to.
Purple reveals the kidney
she
thing.
Told me aside from that,
in this story, that's important for the overall scheme of it.
I feel like there's more. Like she's got more information that can help you guys.
Okay.
This is insane, Wimley.
Yeah, this is nuts. I can't even think of what.
The two players are struggling to figure out what to do because the story is actually complicated.
They said, "Don't even worry about coming anymore." Let me read the text to you. It was Officer Wimley is coming with you. That is one too many, Bill. And they said, and Victor said, "Have a nice day." Clearly not fucking Victor. Clearly not Victor.
How the hell did they know it was coming?
Well,
look at this roleplay. So Victor actually texted this. And so Victor was just being creepy himself, like pretending like it wasn't him or something. And these guys play it off as clearly not Victor. Look at that roleplay, man. That's what makes this movie strong. It's not me. It's everyone. You know.
He has mentioned that he knew that I was with you somehow before Victor. So whoever that's clearly not Victor, right? That can't be Victor texting.
No, they must have his phone.
Yeah, and so Phineas knew that I was with you when I was on that phone call. I was trying to be.
In the movie, this looks like Phineas is like doing all this creepy ass shit. He's took Victor's phone, he's texting it, right? But in reality, it's just good role playing. We're stitching together a fun story for everyone.
Like incognito, but fucking do anyways.
So you think Phineas is involved with this whole kidnapping?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what's going on.
So in the meta, I didn't watch it, but Victor is kidnapped like randomly in front of Bill Lessman, and so Officer Wimley and Bill Lessman are trying to deal with this other kidnapping story that just doesn't really go anywhere exactly.
See, the thing is, Phineas said that like that someone tried to drown Victor in the water.
I tell Bill Lessman the whole story because what I do is I try to give people pieces of the puzzle for them to try. I'm just trying to weave whatever I can into something while giving other people as much information to weave. One of the fun things is when Victor told Phineas that he was drowned, I told Victor, you better make sure you get a diving kit so that doesn't happen again. And once I told Victor that was when I decided the way I'm going to knock him into a coma, which is funny, we'll talk about that in a second, is by drowning him.
And he saved him. But then Victor is like still being kidnapped.
The best way to role play is to give people clues.
I don't know. This is insane.
All right.
Adding some fun giggles.
Sure. I'm waiting for everybody up at the pillbox. I'm gonna get in my car. I don't really feel safe anymore.
Yeah, get in your vehicle. Maybe.
So talking about rolling those 20s, while these guys are on the phone and about to hang up, just happens to be the time I send a text message. It's just, this is what I'm talking about, rolling dice. Sometimes people are doing stuff and things link up in a natural way where it's just like, whoa.
We head up north, come meet us here.
Okay, I saw that.
Purple saying he doesn't feel safe.
Mark, I think I'll just meet you there instead.
They decide, all right, let's do our own role play. We're going to go meet up north right now, and then we'll like figure out what we're going to do next. But just as they're about to hang up is when I text him about the meeting with Mildred. I think we saw that early in the video when I'm like, hey, Mildred, can you go do a delivery? That's when I'm having Mildred go meet up. I think we should see that phone call in a second.
Yep, I'm still here.
I have a message that says, there's a lady at Bookershot. If you pay $1,000, she will tell you more.
Okay.
So I probably already had talked to Mildred in the timeline. Like I already tagged Mildred and I told Mildred to go there. And then like 10 minutes later, then I tell Bill Lessman. The reason why I do this is because anytime you tell Purple something, he's going to drive there 100 miles per hour.
I'm going to go there. I'm going by myself. I'm going to do it.
Purple followed the law. I would actually timeline him properly. But look how fast he fucking goes.
Oh, okay, I feel bad.
He's trying to pick up Tony.
Telling me where he guy. Bill ain't doing shit tonight. After the whole bullshit that happened with Jeff, and Jeff getting all that the fucking murderer, some other person shooting guns and shit.
So Purple's talking about he's not going to deal with all that shit with Jeff and the murder. He's talking about the Jimmy shooting, which this is the whole start of the story, showing that Purple's character is tied into the Jeff Waters story, which just adds to the depth of it because you're like, whoa, this character's tied in? How's that connection? The whole time you're watching this, you're trying to really piece it together in your mind, which is kind of fun.
Deal with that.
81 to 36 direct.
Send it.
I just got new info. I have to 7-6 into the city.
10-4. And we know that these are not comrades.
I love the story. I don't really care much for watching the normal role play. No, I kind of agree. That's why I actually role play a lot on the server, and you can see me in other people's streams, and why I try to promote the community a lot. Because the way I'm looking at this is I just want to practice and perform until there's time to stream, and I'm like, okay, I have a bit or a piece or a story I want to tell that's going to be fun for that day. Does that make sense? And the other days is just mostly I'm really just practicing, but because so many other people stream, sometimes we accidentally create great stories while practicing, and then I go cut it up into VODs with the editors. You know what I mean? Most of the time, though, I'm just practicing, and this Phineas was the really first time where I was like, okay, I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to start recording everything while not streaming and figure out which pieces are going to make the best pie here.
We're relatively confident that they are not, and it is believed Phineas may be involved in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, so someone's gonna end up toeless. Got it. 10-4.
Potentially, yeah.
Someone's going to end up toeless. This is the cops know about Phineas, because Phineas, once upon a time, ate Jeff's toes. So it's really fun to see other cops jump in. They know Phineas's backstory a little bit. You know, they know he's a creepy toe eater, right? It's really fun to see how many characters in the server are involved. It makes us feel so real. You keep getting introduced to new voices about people who know Phineas. So you're just like, wow, how deep is it?
Dude, there's so many lies, rapper. It's fucking nuts, dude. It's fucking nuts.
Purple is actually talking to Victor. He's talking to Drapper in Purple's chat right now.
I mean, I know a little bit of stuff that's going on, but
because I think Draper is not on the server. There's like a weird crash at
I'm
some
still
point.
having a hard time figuring this shit out.
Bill actually crashes when he's talking to Mildred here.
All right, you want trust? I'll tell you about trust, Vic. Can you talk?
I can talk.
All right, so here's the call where I call Victor, and this is showing the established trust, where I explain to Victor how I actually knew, because that's the thing. It's, you know, when you explain the math and roleplay to someone, they go, whoa, that's what you did? And then it gets really exciting, you know? Yeah, there's some phone breakups and stuff, too. I think we actually crash shortly after this call. When we go to the lighthouse the first time.
Fuck yes.
So, I hired a guy. His name was Tony. I paid him some money to just hang around the hospital and watch
This is
after
me
it was
showing
dark.
my math
Bill
in
Lesman comes in with
roleplay.
Officer Wimley.
It's
So Tony
me
tells
kind
me
of like
Bill Lesman or
showing
Officer Wimley are
Victor
there.
how
So
I
give him a
started
call.
doing something
And I just
cool.
start fucking with them,
So
throwing
he can
names
start
around,
doing the
Jeffrey
same
around,
thing in
Jeffrey
his own
around,
roleplay,
Jeffrey
right?
around. He said, I'm going to meet you in 6
Now, the
minutes.
thing is,
He
I'm
was
just trying to
telling me
teach
about Officer
Victor
Wimley.
in
So I thought, you know
roleplay,
who would
but look,
appreciate that info?
it's kind of
You.
become a
But
fun
it turns
movie
out
part.
it was a good damn thing I called, because guess fucking what?
I showed
Tony,
him
the
my
guy who was watching him,
math
said he
of
would
how
buy
I
the police
acquired the knowledge, and not only do I tell him a story,
think,
but I give him
Bill
all the
Lesman's really your
pieces
friend
for him to
anymore,
use that for other story. And
I
the
really
thing
like it
is,
12.
when you show a role player your math, and you show the depth of the story you've created, they want to be a part of the story.
It's really hard to talk with this laugh.
Listen, how about we go to Lighthouse and then we can talk and we don't have to rely on these.
Perfect. All right, I'll head up there now, okay, Victor? Perfect. I'll meet you at the lighthouse, all right, Vic?
See you soon, Mr. Barringster.
See you soon, Victor.
At this point, we're like, Victor's like, Draper knows that something creepy is going to happen to him. I've asked permission for him and stuff, but he likes the story. He's like, oh shit, whatever you've done has become really fun. I want in.
Hello, dear.
Hey, Mildred. I'm not...
So this is important, and I do this call specifically in here. This is the first clue for the audience, because I buy a scuba gear while telling Mildred before I tell Bill Lesman to go get him.
My name Bill Lesman is going to come pay you at the burger shot on my behalf.
Oh, all right then.
When he gets there,
The time order is this
Yeah,
happens
it's
before
okay. I'm
Bill,
sure you'll get to meet me. Or
but
you
I've
won't.
already said
Anyway,
it
Mildred,
backwards.
when Bill comes by...
I say, don't worry, you'll get to meet me, or you won't, because I know I'm going to kill this character tonight, hopefully.
Could you pass along a message?
Oh, yes, of course.
Could you tell him to stay away from the lighthouse?
Stay away from the lighthouse. I basically was setting it up so Bill would come right to the lighthouse.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah, I know. It's just the lighthouse is really
There's the scuba gear.
dangerous.
Oh,
I messed up. I didn't have enough money. Now I'm sprinting while talking on the phone.
all right then. I'll let him know. Thank you, Phineas. I'll talk to you soon.
But it's okay, because I get to show you how much money is in Phineas's bank account. That's a lot of money. Where did that money come from?
I really hope so, but I'm not sure if you will, Mildred.
I really hope so, but I'm not sure if you will, Mildred. Again, revealing to another character that I basically plan on dying.
Have yourself a good day there, Mildred.
You too.
Savine, of course, he knows me. He's an amazing role player. Leans into the role play, because if I'm weaving a story, a lot of people are realizing they want to get involved if they can, you know. And I love that, and that's why when people weave me into the stories, I try to get as involved as I can, especially once I've seen their role play, you know. Once you have that respect established with a fellow role player, it's just insane.
Hey, welcome to the burger shop. How may I help you, sir?
All right, so this isn't even this is nothing. This isn't me. This is just everybody. All my supporting characters in Phineas' story, just amazing.
Hi, I'm looking actually for
Here's Tommy Pickles,
a lady that I'm
from
supposed to speak to
Rugrats.
here at the booker shop.
He's just randomly role playing as the Burger Shot
Perfect,
employee today.
Oh,
So
actually, I'll
Purple
buy, 10
leans into
torpedo
it
meals also.
and
10
role
torpedo
plays
meals.
the
That'd be,
Burger
$60. You
Shot
can swipe your card back that
employee.
way whenever you're ready.
Come on. And look at Winley. Look how serious. This is why I'm showing this shit, guys. Okay? This is why this is a movie. Cause we got like some amazing ass role players. Winley's setting up a stakeout. He has no idea where Mildred is.
So much. What's the name?
My name's Tommy. Tommy Pickles.
Tony's heading out of the city. Thanks for making me wait. Hope you don't waste more people's time. Purple actually feels bad, but Tony's just role playing, dude.
Nice to meet you, Tommy.
Tony did so
wait,
fucking
you're the
good
kid
all
from
night.
The child show?
Yeah, all grown up.
All grown up. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So there's a server crash here.
Hi.
When the server crash happens, oh, it's bad. It fucks up all the
Do you mind
roleplay.
if I take a seat?
The server crash happens when I am literally on the dock about to cut out Phineas's tongue, or cut out Victor's tongue. Like it's bad. Like it's literally I got him at the edge of the dock, and it crashed. And that's the thing is like Draper sort of like kind of knows, so the role play gets weird, but we just kind of wishy-wash our memory and we try to persevere through it, you know? Yeah, it did delay the entire RP a whole day, but it leads to a fun conclusion, which makes it a really sad ending.
Oh, yes. You must be, Bill, was it?
Oh, you know my name?
I put on the fun cop music just because it fits Bill Lussman, right?
Of course.
So who am I had the pleasure of speaking to?
Oh, my name's Mildred.
Yeah, you know what? That's my rule now. If you're about to die or you're about to do some crazy ass roleplay and the server crashes, that's the server telling you that you just need a little bit more time. Doesn't matter how good you thought it was. Try again.
Fucking Christ, the phone's broken.
You're Bill Lussman, right?
That's correct.
So Bill,
server's about to crash. That's what he said by the phone breaking. Now we've edited back to once the server's up. I unfortunately do not get back into the server. I am unable to play for about 24 hours, so it completely breaks down the role play of me being able to cut out Victor's tongue tonight. Every other supporting character is in it but me. So unfortunately, the guys have to try to do this story where everyone realizes that Phineas isn't in it anymore, so it can't go anywhere. But everyone stays in character and they role play, and it creates for an amazing story, dude.
Phineas said you'd meet me here in order to pay me for the delivery I did for him.
Phineas told me that you had...
Oh, Jayhawk, are you Tommy Taylor who sat in the burger shot? That's what I mean, dude. Like, that's why I really tried when I was putting against this movie to include as many characters as possible, especially if their role play was strong, no matter how small it was. Like the guy who was playing Tommy Pickles there, doing the burger shot, that's top tier role play. Oh, you are? I'm sorry, Jayhawk. It's so hard to remember who's who. I'm still learning, and I'm awful with names. My apologies, dude. But that was honestly, that's why I included that, dude. It was funny. It was you were being serious with it. You were being fair, and like it just made like look at this whole burger shot thing, dude. It's like real. This is, and you know what the thing is? This movie's really serious. It's really violent, and I know like a lot of you probably get sad at the end. Like if you sat here and you watched it live with me, it's a sad movie, but this middle section with Bill Lussman and everyone,
some more information about something
role play,
and
it's just
if I had $1,000 for you.
So here, these characters are now trading the information Phineas has given them both.
And the message was, just stay away from the lighthouse.
Here's the problem. I'm not at the lighthouse, so Purple knows that there's no point to going to the lighthouse.
Oh, I added that last bit. He just said to stay away from the lighthouse.
Purple knows that there's no reason to go there.
Yes.
But they keep RPing.
Oh, this is my cop right here.
Oh, here's fucking Memsy on Officer Taylor. He's trying to be like undercover cop inside in case things go wrong. Everybody's playing their support parts top tier.
Careful, yeah.
Makes it so real.
Oh,
look at that. Undercover cop walking in.
Get you maybe position down the road a little bit.
Wimley's calling out orders. Can I get you down the road and stuff?
What's going on? Give me 411. What's going on?
We've got a kidnapping, and this lady
Stocking
might have
a Taylor inside.
When a Victor, I don't have his last name here. I'll look it up.
Look at Wimley. You can see her face.
Earlier, and he was with Bill
fucking amazing.
Time, so
look at that.
Trying to gather information.
You gotta love Citra. Okay, that's why we're gonna pour her endless love on Citra's stream, dude. Like Citra and Purple, man.
Hi, Taylor, how you doing?
There's Taylor walking in.
Yeah, you hungry?
What's up, guys? He's gonna go role play with the Tommy over there.
Careful in that, I don't know
it's
if
so
I
good,
want you
dude.
to tell all that information to the cops, you know?
It feels so fucking real, man. It's amazing.
It was lovely meeting you too.
Lussman's making moving now.
Look at that. There's Taylor calling it out to Citra. This is the cops actually talking. Saying, Lussman's making a move. Oh, come on, guys. It's so fun. And then look at this role play. Look at this. We get to see her make a phone call. Citra's taking pictures. Watching her. Where's she gonna go? She's making a phone call.
Looks like she's
calling Phineas to say the job's done. It's not that interesting of a call. My point of view isn't as good as Citra's, who can just see her, but you don't know what the call is. I've done the job. The job's done, Phineas.
The lighthouse.
All right, Mildred. Actually, Phineas, I'm talking to Phineas. Who are you talking to, Mildred? I think Mildred's just talking to someone else. Hey, lovely, what's up? Actually, yeah, Mildred can't be talking to me. She's just randomly talking to someone else, and it just makes this whole scene even more sneakier. It's amazing. Look at her go. Look at her go on her scooter, and Citra just watches her. Real cop shit right there, man. That's fucking cops right there. That's why I include that shit, man. That's some amazing RP right there.
All right, Bill, what's going on?
I have no fucking clue. Well, I mean, I'll tell you what I know. So
I have no fucking clue because the RP's breaking down. But
what's happened so far is
it's making an amazing story.
No one's here. No one can see us, right?
She was talking to G Money.
You sure?
Oh my god! So again, like I said, Mildred is the sweet old grandmother, but she's actually a hardened criminal. So she was actually talking to G Money.
Phineas knew I was talking to you outside the police car. I'm not gonna say anything right now, but like I'm definitely gonna say something now. All those people saw me get in your fucking police car as they left that. Just saying.
Purple just like digging into Citrus balls about like, you know, we got spotted together earlier and now we're going off together.
81's going 10-6 off rated.
That's pretty much all the valid information.
So everybody gets recapped here, and it's kind of sad because Citra says this is a dead end, Bill.
And she gave them to Dr. Joel and Elizabeth.
Boy, does that help my story that they guys...
Weird shit.
Look at this. Like, these guys might have thought that this was a nothing roleplay, but they both played it out. And because they played it out,
she said that,
for my story, it's amazing roleplay. You know what I mean?
For more information.
They shared all the information of my story. They decided to be the support characters for Phineas. And it leads to the sad thing of Wilmy being like, it's a dead end. Let's not pursue it.
Well, why would Victor and Phineas both text me?
Now, this scene is from the very first time I was about to cut out Victor's tongue, but crashes.
They said the pigs were coming, and I think the second. I don't. My phone's all messed up now, so I can't see the first one. But it may have said.
Phone's all messed up because the server crashed.
You did mention it saying my name.
I think it did, but Phineas did say that he did.
So all that's the scene of me and Victor is from the server before the server crashed. So while this is happening currently on this day of roleplay, Bill would have been just meeting with Mildred. So the idea was Bill would have got the message of don't go to the lighthouse. He would have rushed to the lighthouse. He would have found Victor's tongue cut out. Now it sucks that the server crashed, but I'm still happy with the result.
Which means it is a perfect spot for this kind of meetup.
Look at this.
Yeah, and you can see the light tower from right there.
I'm about to give a roleplay warning to Victor, and then he recognizes it and says, "Okay, no.
Rick, gotta be careful though. Someone could fall.
You gotta be careful though. Someone could fall." And then I get my /drag ready.
I'm gonna move away from you, right?
And I put it into my copy paste. You see that? I put it into my copy paste.
It's not even. It's one story, Victor.
This is Sage.
This is just for the audience to remind the audience about the rhyme. I'm gonna kill the doctor, or I'm gonna hurt the doctor. I'm gonna make her cry. I'm gonna hurt the doctor. Someone's gonna die. Just so you guys can pick up on the sadness that's coming, because Phineas is going to die, and the way the doctor is going to get hurt is not physically but emotionally.
I'm gonna hurt.
You know what's really scary too? If you watch, I don't know if you met Hugsy the day Phineas died, she took it like so hard that like I actually met her a few hours later as Cheeto Bandito, and whoa, she was sad. And then the next day I met her as Monica Rupert and did not give a fuck about Phineas Barringster or whatever his name was. And she got like offended at Monica Rupert. Actually, apparently Phineas' body has been cremated. Even though technically I believe I'm gonna have to sue the hospital now. This is ridiculous.
The doctor. I'm gonna make her cry. I'm gonna hurt the doctor. Someone's gonna die.
Have you taken your medicine today, Phineas?
Yes, understandable. You do not want anyone thinking anything is up.
I didn't want to bother getting changed, mostly because I didn't have anything in my apartment that would make me look different.
So Victor knows that our story is at an ending, and we had just crashed. So we are doing the story right now where Pause is on the server, Victor's on the server, and I'm on the server. Because we kind of want to do this whole tongue cutting out thing. Because at this point, Victor knows the RP, and we got to the point where I was on the dock cutting out his tongue, so we both kind of feel like it. So I'm just doing a thing where I'm like, all right, Victor, let's go meet at the watchtower, but Victor kind of knows that something fucked up is going to happen.
The other thing is, too, is cops are...
Right after I'm done calling Victor, I get my emotional music queued up, and I call Jeff. So while I'm driving to Victor, I'm doing this sad call that we're going to see after the violence.
Still by pillbox when I left my apartment, like with their lights on and everything, so I don't know if that's unrelated, or...
Actually, no. Now that I remember, if I go back and look at the footage, I remember it. I did the call before Victor, and you can kind of tell in my voice, because I'm still really emotional during this call, and I'm not really back into my full creepy mode yet.
I don't know.
There's quite a lot of investigation going on.
I think there's a lot going on in the city. It might be the whole Russians thing.
See, that's not my normal Phineas voice. There's like weird sounds to it because I just finished crying, essentially. Now, me and Victor actually talk a lot here, and it's cut down because I spin a web of lies to really try to make Victor think that I'm not going to hurt him this time. Victor knows sometime I'm going to hurt him, but he's maybe not 100% sure. You know what I mean? Yeah, like Draper's in chat. He says, part of me believed that not anything bad would happen. Because that's the GARP. I want you to really believe that maybe I'm going to do something fucked up to you, but you're not sure when it's going to happen. So when it happens, if it catches you off guard, your roleplay is going to be even better. And you know what? We're going to see some stuff because we're going to show you some restraint here. Victor is an amazing role player. So this is the Russian first capturing Phineas. This is when the stream crashed the other day. I used this only as like a weirdness in this creepy story because obviously the Russians have eventually arrived on the boat. The organ harvesters arrive. But this was when I was so angry because the story was supposed to be over. And, I got really mad on stream, but I learned a life lesson because honestly, if I ever have any server issue, no matter how good a story, like this felt, because I already had enough footage to tell something fun. Like a 10 to 15 minute story that was just about Phineas's relationship with Dr. Hart. I didn't really have a story about Bill Lussman or anything yet. That just got weaved in the next couple of days when I was still just trying to set more stuff up. I don't even know if the whole story with cutting out Victor's tongue was a part of that. Like I think all of that came after this part. So it's almost good the server crashed because we wouldn't have this movie. I crashed now. That's when I crashed.
Jeff paid me to be your friend.
So I reveal very big roleplay information to Victor because this is the type of stuff that Victor knows the meta, but he's like, why the fuck would you ever reveal such critical information?
I'm going to tell you that.
Are you serious, Mr. Barringster?
I'm serious.
You can hear it in his fucking voice. He's like, what the fuck?
How do you think I found you?
We're not going to have a problem, are we?
He pulls out a taser or something on me. I don't show you, but I'm getting my slash drag ready.
I mean, you have to understand that it's fun.
I'm getting my slash drag ready. Well, you did point the stun gun, and I just didn't have a good angle at it. I did see it, but the problem was, Victor, is when we were talking about something like other roleplay stuff, I never really got a good shot of it.
That is important information.
Yeah, there is a part where Victor pulls out a taser, but I just didn't have a good angle.
All right, but why does Jeff...
That's me making mistakes. This isn't a perfect anything. I'm still trying to get a lot better in the medium.
Why am I getting close to you? What's the deal?
So Mr. Waters and I, we have a mutual sort of friend, and this friend has screwed us both on multiple occasions. So we work together to try and get a little...
Is it Bill Lussman?
It is not Bill Lussman.
I say Bill Lussman because I already know that Jeff and Victor both hate Bill Lussman. Phineas knows this. Like, this is the type of thing where the story is so confusing that if I throw out misinformation, fucking Drapperbat's gonna be like, wait, you don't know this? Oh. But in reality...
It is Monica Rupert. I feel safe telling you this, Mr. Barringster. Yes.
Oh.
I'm just lying.
Yeah, that bitch. Yeah. It's like impossible for me to ever get a meeting with her.
So this is funny again. This like Monica Rupert is my character, so I'm calling myself a bitch.
You know of her, huh?
I kind of wish Phineas didn't do that, but Monica, I've been role playing so much as Monica that I like feel comfortable using the word bitch because she's a woman. It just feels right when I do it. I don't know why.
Anyway, yes. So Mr. Waters and I, we had
did it,
planned to get a little payback onto Monica, but it did not go great. And after a while, like we had a clean escape, but after a while, I found Jeff, as I said before, incognito, new voice, new appearance, and not only that, but he lied to me over the phone and told me he was not in incognito when he clearly was.
Now, both Draper and Paws were involved in the violent story against Monica. And so one of the reasons why I brought Phineas into the stories was also because I was like, all right, I'm gonna get you guys in some empathy too. We're gonna do some other fun shit.
So I have suspicion.
Like I put a lot of empathy on Paws. Like Paws gets that really sad phone call at the end.
That Jeff might have ratted me out, which would explain, assassin who tried to kill me yesterday. I am a little worried about, Mr. Waters.
The assassin is something unrelated. Somebody's randomly trying to assassinate the people in the hit, and we don't really know why. It's just like a weird meta thing. But we spinned it into this thing where Phineas and Victor kind of bonded over it. And that's when we were talking about it, I dropped the stuff of the hints of get a mermaid thing so that never happens to you, or a scuba gear.
Oh yeah, you got fucking kidnapped.
Because the second I heard about his drowning thing, I was like, ooh, that's interesting. Now I'm going to drown you. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do ahead of time. You better have this. And then if you don't have this, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag you in the water. And then if you go into a coma, I'm going to punish you for it. But
yes, I did.
Wait, so that wasn't the Russians?
I mean, like I said, it could have been, but I'm pretty sure all my organs.
This is a game of lies right now. We're both confused. There are so many stories weaved together that I'm just trying to trick Victor into trusting me and trying to give him a story that sounds interesting. We're both just trying to create interesting stories as role players, so we're just passing so much information back and forth in this meeting to see what's going to be most interesting and what we're going to each lean into.
Are still in my body, so I don't think it was them.
Hold on, I gotta think.
I don't actually have to think. I am actually trying to lie to Victor and make Draper think that I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm about to tell him something about Pause, but we can't trust him. But if there's one thing Phineas knows about Jeff, is that he doesn't talk to cops.
I don't know about this. Because what if he rats you out and... Yeah, but if he rats you out, the fucking thing is, we're screwed because he just comes here with the cops.
Mr. Waters has been good to me.
In over your head, Victor.
I fucking know it too. Like, I fucking know the second I do this little bit, this lie, this is like when I pull out the full TTT mind games. And I'm just like, I'm going to do this to Draper. And I'm just going to make him think that we're all on the same team right before I dunk him in the water.
Oh, he doesn't talk to cops. No, he hates cops.
I immediately tell him the information too. I immediately go, oh, he's going to call us the cops. Then 1 second later go, yeah, you're right. He would never talk to cops.
He
wouldn't talk. If Bill's not in town, then we can probably call Jeff and get him down here safely.
If Bill's not in town, we can probably get him down safely. For some reason, this confuses Victor and he questions me on it.
What does Bill have to do with Mr. Waters being here?
So I lie. They're good friends. I know this is not true.
Bill and Jeff are fucking friends.
This again confuses Victor.
They are not friends.
Wait, what?
They're not friends.
When we were doing the robbery, Mr. Waters insisted on calling me Bill Lussman so that Bill Lussman might get accused and put in jail.
That's hilarious. It's hilarious that that Pause did that he was trying to fuck over Bill Lussman. Like, this just adds to the story and it ties Purple more into this whole movie, you know? It just makes it so good when it's just a bunch of random connections and dice coming up 20s.
This robbery. I do not think that. I think they
This is fucking fantastic. So Jeff hates Bill too?
Yeah, we all have...
When in reality, all I'm trying to do is fuck with Victor's head to try and get him to believe that we're all friends now.
We all have the same fucking motives here, you understand?
Yes, I do. I think if we do a bit of a, bonding exercise, hunting party, it would work out great for us.
I don't even know what I tabbed out for. Oh, I think I tabbed out to make sure I had /drag. You can see my mouse. I tabbed out to make sure I had /drag ready because I think I pasted it.
By the way, did you ever get that scuba gear?
I
type it out. Why do I do
did
that?
not. I probably should have. Mr. Barringster.
I warned you. I said...
Oh, you know what I tabbed out to make sure I was definitely recording. I thought I was scared.
You gotta get the scuba gear. Oh, I just need to have you be unconscious there for me, friend. I think you know what we're doing.
Okay, this is amazing. I don't actually coma Victor. This is when
I tried to tell
really
you.
see
Jeff
RP at its
paid me.
best. I'm trying to drown Victor, and it takes about 15 seconds, and I don't actually wait 15 seconds, and maybe his head gets out of the water a bit early.
I'm standing here holding an unconscious.
I immediately
Victor.
call Jeff, get him on the oral play, because if I'm going to do something violent, I want Jeff to hear it.
Is there anything else?
Jeff agreed to this, Pause agreed to this violence. I want him to be part of the violence.
You would like come to him?
So here's the thing. When I undrag Victor, he's free. He could turn around and punch me if he wanted to. He has full control over his character right now. He could run. He could jump in the water. He could pull out his taser. What does he do? He stands there and waits.
Can I eat his toes?
Listen, you can do whatever you want with him.
I don't eat his toes because I want to show that I'm getting better.
Get mad at me if I eat the toes, so I think I'll just do what you want.
Okay. Oh, fuck. You actually did it?
I'm about to.
So there we go. I got the knife out. I've let go of the drag. He could do anything, but Draper just leans into it.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Take the body, we take it up a little high. The reason why I'm moving his body is because I want EMS to be able to find it easy when they get called.
Until Dr. Hart, Phineas has done something terrible. Say it's a life and death emergency, okay?
Will do.
Don't worry, Victor.
I tell Dr. Hart to come up here, but then I also call EMS. So by the time Jeff actually gets to Dr. Hart, it messes up the role play where an actual EMS shows up, gets Victor, and then Dr. Hart comes out here and is like confused, I think. So I kind of misplayed this. It was honestly just because I didn't want Victor as the player to have to sit here for an hour while Paz has to go to the hospital, find the doctor, and yada yada yada. So I was just kind of just covering my bases because I still don't want to like have a player just sit around for an hour. You know what I mean? At the next time I do this to Victor, I'll make him sit the around for an hour because now we know each other, and so
just gonna cut out your tongue.
Now we can do it to each other.
Jeff, what do you want me to do with the tongue?
You can do whatever you want with it. I gotta let go. I gotta hang up because.
Goodbye, Jeff.
So there's a ton of role play. I got a big fucking folder of this stuff. It's just like endless amounts of Phineas crazy crap, dude. From just like, well, let's go find some stuff. Oh no, I didn't interrupt the video if I did that. But there's a ton of like Phineas footage of me at the watchtower trying to do other stuff that doesn't really pan out. But one of the funniest things that happens, and we're gonna get to it, is you know how I said I was calling everyone in the city doing the I'm gonna kill a doctor, I'm gonna make her cry. I wanted to have a tongue delivery, and the problem was I ran out of characters. So after Victor finished his roleplay where he got his tongue cut out, he switched to another character. And when I called him, I was like, oh my fucking God, it's Victor. So I had Victor's new character pick up the tongue to deliver it to Paz, which in the meta is hilarious, right? Because I just cut out his tongue and had him deliver it. But the only reason that happened was because I ran out of numbers to call. Because all day I was doing that I would call anyone and try to get him involved in the role play. So I would do the creepy rhyme. And so I literally needed the newest character on the job board. So the second he did that, I was like, okay, now I can do my tongue RP. And then when it was Victor, like the phone call was so dumb. I was just like, because it was almost like the meta was like breaking, because it's like, oh my God, I have to have you come do this. Okay. But it ended up being great because Victor knew exactly what was in the box, obviously.
Oh man. Oh fuck.
So here's the phone call I was talking about. One of the last sad phone calls to Jeff.
This is Jeff.
Hey buddy. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
It's actually really easy for me to cry when talking to Paz. I've known him for a long time, so like it's really easy to build up emotion with Paz, because that's the truth. When you've known someone for a long time, it's easy to get emotional and let your empathy really drive your character. And that's the truth, man. Empathy is like the most powerful roleplay tool, because it is literally putting yourself in someone else's shoes. That's roleplay. So if you're trying to communicate with other human beings, roleplay is a fantastic way to grow your empathy, because it's really the only way to get better.
How are you?
Use your Y muscle, you know?
Oh, jeez. Sorry, connection there issue, I guess. Hello?
I can do the thing, okay?
Wait, do what thing?
Do the thing you wanted me to do.
You couldn't or did?
No, he's going to. In about 10 minutes, it'll be done, okay?
Is this with the tongue?
You know, this whole you know, if you watch Paz's point of view of this, if you're watching that stream, this is crazy, because you get this sad call, but then like 10-15 minutes later, you get the insanity call. So you see it in the reverse order that the movie sees it.
Yeah, he's going to the lighthouse, and I'm gonna go do it, okay?
You don't need to do it if it's gonna cause you this much.
Don't come to the lighthouse, okay?
Don't come to the lighthouse. And I actually told Paz this out of character. If you come near Phineas after he does this, he will kill Jeff Waters. I almost wish that kind of happened now. I think that would have been a better death than the character, because his death was kind of lame, and he could have got tied into this story. But it's still a really fun story, and I'm kind of glad that Jeff died, because the whole drowning thing is fun too. But it would have been a very violent, and I don't know if it would have made the movie better.
Don't come to the lighthouse.
It would have made the movie more real, but I don't know if it would have made the movie better.
Jeez, okay. You're scaring me, Phineas.
Good luck, buddy. I'm gonna miss you.
Love you. Take care.
I love you too.
Miss what?
You like that? You like that immediate break? Because that's the thing, is I gotta remind Paz it's still roleplay, and Phineas is crazy. The second I'm done with the emotions, we've done the I love you, I snap it and go right to the creepy, because that makes it so scary. Because I just gave you a fully surreal tear story. One that where Paz is like, "What the fuck are you doing, Rob?" And then right at the end, Paz loves horror. And so, like, right at the end, when I snap it into that Joker-esque style laugh, my God, that's scary.
What's going on?
Goodbye, Jeff.
I can't do this role play with most people on the server yet. I have to establish a relationship as strong as me and Paz is in order to do this stuff, because it's a bit scary, man.
What the fuck? I don't know what that was about. Don't go to the lighthouse.
I leave pauses like in character, out of character confusion here because it adds a lot.
Dude, I'm terrified of him right now.
I can install it on my computer over there.
Oh, here's another scene from interacting with the hospital. You know, the Minecraft is cute given the old context. I used to do a lot of Minecraft stuff, but really it was setting up the second sheet. I could set up the story of we can play tomorrow. I knew I had the clip of I knew that was enough because then we'll never play Minecraft together. But I made it so Phineas was better improved, and they'd never get to do that together. And we make such a big deal of it on like Hugsy's stream and stuff. But
really? Wait.
It was me being like, I'm gonna fucking kill this character when you're like these are the organizers.
I don't know what the hospital would let you do that.
I loved it.
Tell anybody. Look at this. Look at this. See the Minecraft icon?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I played Minecraft.
Oh wow, that's great.
Maybe you should play with me one day.
I loved it.
Oh,
It was
yeah, I would
so
love to.
great.
Two computers. See, we got one.
Whoa! Wait, can we play?
It's so good.
Play tomorrow?
Can we play tomorrow? Oh my goodness. Now,
They're going for gold. They're coming up here.
this is a fun one. This happens a few days earlier, but this is when I do a sad one on Wimley, a player I'm confident I can handle this in. And this part I leave in the movie because with this music, this is when it feels like so real.
Probably. Might be
We
stopping
see,
on
we see the real cop RP in action.
Ooh, there we go. Anyone is proceeding
10-4-3-3,
southbound Sonora Freeway, attempting 1038, pink and color sports car.
10-4?
Citra's a great RPer. That's why I include a lot of them, especially
Is
when it
this
fits in the
a
story.
comet?
Unknown, picking up on my rear radar.
Other cool thing, I'm not going down the road at like as max speed. I'm going at a consistent 90. I'm letting him catch me. Like, I'm going down this road, listening to music, crying, waiting to get pulled over. I probably drove around for about 45 minutes before a cop took it. And once it was Citra that pulled out, I was like, I fucking got my big emotional ending. This is what I want. Once I could get Citra as the cop to pull me over, because I had like 3 or 4 crying cop interactions. But once I had Citra's is when I got the real ending I wanted, especially with all the RP that came after it with Bill Lussman. Because I think all of that stuff comes after this scene. I know it's hard for me to remember how all this stuff stitches together. I think all that stuff comes afterwards. And so when I had this, I apologized earlier. I'm like, tell Officer Winley I'm okay. I was talking about this encounter. But I put this at the end because it really, really hits home. Yeah, I would have been on the phone with Victor. That's right.
I've caught up with the suspect, still headed southbound Sonora Freeway. Anyone's 1038 southbound.
My point of view is unusable because I have the music balance so off that fucking the sound I'm listening to that one sad song and I can't use that one sad song because I want to use this other sad song. So I use purely Citra's point of view, and which is why we lean so much in the cop thing. Because when you see the cops and they play so real like this, it's
pink and color GTR.
There's something about it. Like, you don't get this type of content in any other form of medium because when you're writing a script, you don't think about all the realities. You know, you only get it in the role play format. It's very strange.
45 is 1076.
It's new. I'm shouting.
Plates registered to one Phineas Barringster.
.45 to 88 to 81 direct. Use caution with Phineas. Make sure he doesn't have any warrants.
10-4. Yeah, not seeing any active reports. Good evening, sir. Officer 81 LSPD. How you doing today?
Right before we start the role play, I let my crying empathy go away just to the just as a way for Winley to really realize that what I'm about to do is role play. So he realizes that I'm in control of my emotions here.
Good officer.
What's going on there, sir?
I'm sorry, was I speeding?
Yeah, you were going pretty quick there.
I apologize, officer. They're just gonna kill me, and I know it.
Wait, who's gonna kill you?
The Russians.
Oh dear, what happened?
I only have...
Should say organ harvesters. I wish I had picked up on that earlier in the story. But here's again, the reason of this whole pullover was I wanted to give different officers the story of I only had one kidney. That's the big thing.
One kidney. And I don't have any friends, and everyone says you have to have someone really gonna get you. And I don't have any friends.
Have you seen them anywhere today, Phineas?
I haven't. I just know they're around, officer. They're gonna get me. I know they are.
You have no one you can hang out with, Phineas. No one at all.
Great roleplay here.
You don't have anybody you can hang out with.
I have my friend Jeff.
Okay.
I should call him. Maybe hang out with him today. You're right.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
I just hope he's in town because he's my only friend.
Have you tried going down to Legion Square, seeing if anyone there wouldn't mind hanging around, or?
I don't know anyone, officer.
Hey, can I talk to you real quick?
I'm actually struggling to like hold it together a little bit here, and I'm like mishearing Citra. I'm not really sure why.
Yep. Actually, 1 second.
But there's that fucking laugh.
Can I get your license and registration as well?
Because the thing is, once he walks away and he disengages from the roleplay, I want to laugh to kind of remind him that it's roleplay. Does that make sense? That's why Phineas laughs when you go right up to him, cry, then laughs when you leave, to remind you it's roleplay. Especially because even with Citra, who I've interacted with a lot, I don't have like the same type of relationship that I have with like Paz almost. Or just it's just a respect thing, honestly. I'll probably always do it a little bit.
Sure, officer.
It's nice, and the thing is that you as viewers will start to see the RP clues. You'll understand how we talk in roleplay, and I know you guys can appreciate it, especially if you're big into this roleplay content we're doing here on the CrewRP.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, Mr. Barringster, give us 1 minute.
This is cool, RP, because I don't know anything about this till I watch the VOD. This guy talks about a character being kidnapped. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I'm aware.
I'm not sure who I kidnapped. I don't even know that meta.
So I'm not sure if you got.
I don't know who Phineas kidnapped.
I don't know. I haven't looked at all the arrests on file. Do you know a date? I do see a kidnapping on. Looks like this.
Citra talks about the kidnapping of District Attorney Dan Lawman.
19th of August.
Which reveals something to a story I'm doing that's not related to Phineas, which I include because you know me.
Alrighty. I'm all written up here. I gotta go get my ticket and let him on his way.
Alright.
I like this because it's the cops sending Phineas on his way.
Alright, Mr. Barringster. Looks like you've had
Poor
a couple
troubled
incidents in the
Phineas.
last couple of days, so unfortunately I do have to give you a ticket today.
I'm on the phone with Victor.
Yeah, like
can you see my character on the phone?
Yeah,
Victor
you
can
know,
hear my
find somebody
entire
to,
conversation.
hang out with.
So right now I've brought Victor into the roleplay too, and I'm letting him hear some of the sadness. It's fun, right? Spencer is his cousin? Oh, yes. Phineas did kidnap Spencer and almost eat his toes. That is true. To be fair, technically Ash kidnapped Spencer first. I was just going to almost eat his toes. However, I don't know Spencer as a person well enough to be comfortable to do that type of role play to Spencer. So when Slash presented me with the meal, I did a little 15-second chase and then let him go. Because while Phineas will eat toes, really has to be certain characters. And then when I leaned into this RP, the whole toe eating thing fell away to the organ harvesting story that I wanted to go with.
Be a good idea.
Yeah, I don't really have any friends to hang out with, so...
This is big oof. So when you load up 5M, if you have it set so it's coming out of your speakers, the only way to change it back so you can hear in-game sound on my recording thing is to restart 5M. I don't realize this till I'm in the server, and I'd have to go back in the queue, and by the time I set up RP, so the only audio I have is my own. So what I do is I just add a reverb, and it ends up working out really well because you don't hear any of the gunshots and stuff. But maybe you'll see that in the organ harvesting point of view if they include Phineas's death. Oh, cool. I say, oh, cool, because this catches me off guard. They showed up in a boat. I wasn't ready for this. So I was like, oh, shit, we're going on a boat? Oh, fucking, they mixed up their game. I was just thinking they would walk down and do the same thing, but look, the RP's evolved this time.
Oh, hi. Are you friends of Jeff's?
So this kind of sounds like it's post audio because, like I said, I don't have sound, but I was able to record my mic. So this is what I would said. I had a reverb because all I have is the audio from, the thing. I'm just working with the best angle I got for this. I could have asked Hugsy for footage, but honestly, you want to see it from Phineas's point of view. You don't really want to see it from anyone else's. The only time one of the Phineas's traits is he hates guns. Every other time Phineas has ever seen a gun, he has run. This is the only time Phineas doesn't run. I basically break his character because I want to stab him. I want to escalate the violence. I want him to be shot because I want this character to die.
I don't really like guns.
And I know the second I stab, I know Joda's gonna fucking shoot me.
I really don't like guns. I can't help it.
This leads to some good RP though, because now I have his shirt fabrics on my knife, which I revealed to the cops. I reveal a ton of shit to the cops that would make sense in character, even after I die. I really play out the death RP for the cops so that they got, as much evidence and fun stuff. So, I'm so excited at this point. Like I'm like so pumped. I'm like, fucking got him. You guys have killed Phineas Barringster. There's nothing you can do because I need Dr. Hart to save my life, and she can't possibly be here because 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth wall says she can't. Because you can't play two characters at the same time. Phineas Barringster cannot be in the same room as Monica Rupert. 15 minutes to permadeath. Oh my god. Everyone on the server knew about this permadeath because I'm like the worst role player. Instead of typing a lot of me's, I actually tweet out shit. So it's like, I tweet out shit like 5 minutes till permadeath. And it's like, I am so fucking stupid. I forget what type of RP I tried to fix it. Like, I was like, this account is hacked. Please ignore all messages. I like tweeted out something like that. Because it was just like, God damn it, Rob. You're fucking... Look, guys, I'm pretty good at some stuff, but I'm still new to GTA RP. And man, like, it's so easy for my... Because I'm dyslexic. So when I'm typing TWT a lot, and I'm typing /me a lot, and I'm in like this big moment where I'm killing a character... you know what? I edited that shit out. Everyone on the server is just like, this fucking guy is supposed to be good at RP? This doesn't know shit. That's what I'm saying, man. This is so funny. The doctors are like trying to stitch him up, not the bleeding, while like going off through big waves and stuff. It's so fucking funny. That's why we're just listening to like sad music. For the movie, I'm trying to play on empathy at this point. No ID found, only picture. I show him a picture of two brothers. This is just to play up to the story. They don't have all the clues, but I just know in the movie that the audience will have all the clues. There's no ID found. You know why there's no ID found? Wimley never gave me my ID back. I don't think he ever goes and says, here's your ID. And the funny thing is, I had everything edited besides the death because I was trying to figure out how I wanted everything to end. And so I had already edited the Bill Lussman part. And I was like, okay, at this point, I'm just going to wait at the lighthouse and bait out the organ harvesters because I'm at like fucking a 55-minute movie. Either I'm into this movie or it's going to have to be a 2-part movie. Look alike. Rob can't spell. Me and my brother. year ago. Now, okay. Takes kidney and stitches with the wound closed. Now, technically, they don't actually do this. But I have it on footage, this happening, so I used it. Technically, I think Phineas had his kidney still in him. I did a whole autopsy of Phineas part 2 with Hugsy the very next day after this. So this is the fun part that's not even included in the movie. Hugsy, as Elizabeth Hart, does the autopsy on Phineas, and I think she did it on stream. Oh, hey, Yumble, you should go and if you want to watch this, you should watch the movie after the stream's done, because we're almost at the end here. And I'm doing like a little director's commentary just to kind of show the math of how I did what I did in the movie, just because it's really fun and interesting, and it's entertaining, you know. 5 minutes until permanent is unpreventable without the help of Dr. Elizabeth Hart. I mean, she's the one fucking taking out my kidney, so she can't, like in the fourth wall, you can't, that's the problem. If you play multiple characters, they can't be in the same room. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's, I wanted this to happen. So we skip ahead. My body is found here. We got, what is this, Carice here? We have Carice here. Oh, I can't remember this nurse's name. I don't think I've met her, like a formal introduction. Starts CPR. She's asking if it's a permadeath. So I'm like, dead for 45 minutes. Bloody shoe prints everywhere. 3 different sets of footprints, one being Phineas. I'm giving I don't show everything I give, but I'm showing that even when you're dead, there's still RP to be had, because you can think of what type of stuff, you can explain what type of stuff the cops could find in RP for them to just go and do some RP with. Some like, we got a picture of the bloody shoe print, because you never know. Maybe that's the thing they use in the court case. And it's like, what is it? It's RP evidence, but that's all you really need. How do you get pictures of RP evidence? You just take a picture of shit when people are dead, and you can say that's the evidence, essentially. Like, every time somebody says to slash me, boom, hit that fucking screenshot button. Boom. Hit that button right away. Nice shoes. High brand. Purple fabrics on his knife as well. This is me. I quickly went and took another look at my Russian, because I was like, I stabbed him. What can I give the cops when they show up for the dead? I'm sitting here for like 40 minutes on the ground dead. So I'm like, all right, I want to make sure that the cops get as good RP, because if they're going to have a death here, I want them to be able to really play this out, because it's going to be fun for them too, right? So like, you don't see a lot of this death RP, because this was for the cops, At this point in the movie, we're sad for Phineas, but I'm showing a little bit of the RP. Trying to get on the boat was funny. It took us a long time to get on the boat. The cops actually resurrect me, and I actually just ragdoll, and that's how I'm not in a coma. So my character is technically alive, but again, it's roleplay. Here's Inspector Becky Malone. Got a nice shot. At this point, all I'm doing is focusing on shots. They put me in the back. We ran away. I didn't get everyone in here. Ernest Miller's name is spelt wrong. That's... God damn it. That's not everybody. There's so many people. Do we have everybody on this list? Was that all we used? Did we use 3 points? It might only be 3. We can fix it for you. And that's Phineas Barringster, the movie. Really fun one. We have one last scene here. So, again, this is so funny. Because I've called everyone in fucking town to deliver these tongues. What was really sad is, how I was on that island? I really wanted to get Boom in this as Rick Galifianakis and have 2 boxes delivered to Jeff, but this works out anyway. Because this was the only character on the server who Phineas had not called on the job board, I called them to do the tongue delivery, and it's goddamn Draper who plays Victor. So I just cut out his tongue, and then he shows up to do this scene.
Oh, Sancho, how's it going?
Fuck.
Yeah, not bad. Look, looking for Jeff Waters. Is he around here?
Like, it's...
Yeah, right here.
It's just so too funny, man.
What do you mean a freak?
Holy shit.
Sorry.
It's just Juggalo face paint. What the hell?
Oh, thanks, Andy. I'm gonna double check.
At least I have to put on this face paint to look like a freak, unlike you.
Goodness.
Christ, dude. Easy there. All right.
Well, you're gonna attack me, I'll freaking attack you.
All right, fair enough. Don't mind a swing back. All right, now listen. We had a bit of a run-in with the, the Russian organ harvesters.
You ready to see some fun roleplay? How many characters we got here that are seeing and hearing all of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 characters that are going to see and hear all of this roleplay that is related to this whole Phineas thing. Why? So their character has information to do fun stuff with. That's all roleplay is passing around information. Too many people in this Grand Theft Auto roleplay are playing like Second Life, or what they do, not necessarily on this server, but hey, there's nothing against living through your character if that's the type of roleplay you want to do. But if you want to do the type of stuff like this, where it gets like really immersive and really crazy, you need to play less like trying to keep all the information inside and trying to leak as much information as possible. Like if you're going to do a crime, you really want to set it up in a way that someone can bust you. Like originally when I was going to cut out Victor's tongue, think about this. I have given 2 characters the information. Go to the lighthouse. When the very first time I'm going to cut out Victor's tongue before the server crashes, I'm at the lighthouse. There's like, it's set up in a way that if Bill Lussman and Mildred get together quickly and the information is exchanged, Bill Lussman might react in a way of, I got to get to the lighthouse. And he jumps in his car and him and Citra just go to the lighthouse and they catch Phineas in the act. You know what I mean? Like the role play is set up in a way where the ending isn't really guaranteed. The ending for my story was I want to eventually get killed by the organ harvesters. But all I was doing to that day was stringing together a story that might be fun for as many characters. If ever you get to see Monica Rupert, that is all she does. But she's doing it in a very like white hat way of I'm going to get as many characters together and have a fun encounter and try to get everybody engaged as much as possible, right? So when Phineas does it, it's like weird.
Around here,
yeah,
like on a way, it was quite a scuffle.
Oh, that's not good.
We was kind of hoping that we could maybe like raise the price just a bit for kind of a tax for that kind of thing. How's that sound?
This is so
I don't
funny.
even know what the hell I'm buying here.
Wait. How do you not know what this is? We didn't look in the box.
Victor's confused. He's like, how can I give a character a box that doesn't know what's in it?
I don't know. I just told to pay you $10,000 for it.
Because how do you roleplay that?
Right. Well, it's $25,000 now, so it's probably something important.
Well, I don't have that much cash on me.
This fucking lie by Paz claiming he doesn't have much money.
No, so
he doesn't have 25K.
All right. How about a loan?
He has more than he
No,
claims.
I don't do loans. Not after dealing with Monica.
All right. How much you got on you?
Me and Paz have played so much TTT lies.
15,000.
Jaffer doesn't care though. He's just haggling.
I have 14,000.
He just wants to get to the fun part.
All right, that'll cover it.
All right, give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
There you go.
All right, cheers.
About the size of a handgun.
So, when Shaz came to the dock, we don't put this in the movie because there's no point. You see it right here. But when Shaz comes to the dock, she meets Phineas on the other side of the dock. And Phineas actually comes out, and I think Shaz has another character there. I think it's a cop. I don't remember. There's actually a part where Wimley sees Phineas at the lighthouse. There's a lot of weird lighthouse roleplay that doesn't really go anywhere, and I don't include in the movie. But there's so much fun, other weird stuff. But anyway, when I tell Shaz to pick up the box that's about the size of a handgun, and look at this, she gives Jeff the box the size of a handgun in full view of so many characters that now have this roleplay information. This is why Monica Rupert says snitching is the best thing in roleplay, essentially. You know, she loves snitches. She promotes snitching. She tries to get people to snitch more. Because if any of these characters went to the cops, that would have been enough reason for seizure, and they would have got Victor's tongue. And that's a big reason why the whole snitches get stitches. Yeah, okay, but in roleplay, snitching gets you good roleplay. You gotta have a good reason to almost not stitch. You want to gossip about as much information. You want to spread other characters' stories as much as you can. And because unless it's important you don't spread that information, other characters might get information that goes into crazy stories. So I tell people you got to role play down. Don't role play at your own intelligence. Only role play lower. Try to role play like dumber than you are. That way you can make more mistakes. You know.
All right.
Stitches
Thank you.
get riches.
Business is
Content.
business.
Yes.
Cheers.
Thank you.
All right, take care. I love you. What the fuck?
So Phineas is still alive. He hasn't been killed in this part of the movie. And I don't actually, and I think Phineas actually tells him on the phone that's a tongue, but I cut that out just so you can see in the /me.
What am I supposed to do with this, Phineas?
I love you, Jeff.
What the?
Yeah, Shaz doesn't actually ever know what's in the box. Draper knows what's in the box. Shaz never actually knows it's a tongue. The only character that ever finds out it's a tongue is Jeff Waters, who doesn't tell anyone before he dies. So Victor really doesn't ever see his tongue again. This tongue is in a dumpster that nobody ever found, because even though we tried to reveal that information, it doesn't go anywhere, you know? It ends up being a nice cap to the end of the story, but that's what I'm in. Some other people could have turned it into their own roleplay story, you know? There's going to be a lot of these fun seeds from all of mine characters, but honestly, I keep seeing other people give seeds to me. Like it's the role play on the server is getting so good so fast. It's quite insane. Tosses box with seared tongue in the trash. Amazing. It's actually great. Pause this. It's so in character. Adds a nice little edge. Jeff Waters is terrified. Like, what the fuck did he get himself into? But that was it. That was Phineas Barringster the movie, and some comments behind it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Today's been a really fun stream. I really enjoyed all the roleplay that went into that. Everyone on the server was really awesome. Whoa! My music! No! My music! What happened? But yeah, it was absolutely fantastic few days. And honestly, what made the movie so good and why it was so long was because it wasn't just my movie. It really was a full server movie. You saw multiple cops get involved. You see a lot of supporting characters like Bill Lustman get into the mix, like Mildred to get in the mix. It's a really amazing experience. And I'm really excited to one up myself, because honestly, Phineas Barringster set an example in a way of how I would roleplay, and now I'm building such a comfortable relationship with so many people on the server that I've already started to set up some stories that nobody really understands what's coming, except as a very few people that are required to know what's happening. Everybody has a little few pieces of the puzzle right now, and then when I pull it off and do something that is definitely super illegal on the server, hopefully I don't get banned for it, because it is the craziest, most insane roleplay they've ever seen, and definitely one-ups the Phineas Barringster movie. But yeah, I gotta give it up to Purple, I gotta give it to Citra, I gotta give it up to Savine, who played Mildred in this, Drapperbat, who played Victor, everybody who played supporting characters, from the cops, the EMTs, everybody who got to meet Phineas. People were spreading rumors about him. Honestly, we're talking about the toe eating. That builds up the character, and I'm glad people are kind of enjoyed it. You know, I know it's weird to see a character go like that, but at the end of the day, you got to realize that role play. There's so many fun characters you can do, and you don't have to kill your characters to end them. Their stories can be like you retire, you move away. You know, I would love if that's how Monica Rupert's story ended. You know, her and Bill Lustman got married and finally moved to Japan because they've been talking about it for a year. You know, that would be hilarious if that was the way it ended and it made sense in some way. You know, fun, weird endings would be cool, and I want to explore those type of endings and stories now. So, Anyway, I gotta make Megan dinner. She's fucking starving, guys. Are Sharon and Monica no longer dating? I don't know. I gotta talk to Bill Lussman about that because I don't know if Bill wants monogamy or if because Sharon and Monica are definitely cool with an open relationship, but Monica's not sure about Bill. You know? All right, I'm gonna go feed Megan. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. We're gonna find somebody here on the server to raid. If you've enjoyed that, and you need more streamers to check out, you're kind of bored here on Twitch, be sure to check out the CrewRP here, the team here at the bottom. Honestly, you will see me pop into streams. We're gonna go raid someone cool. I paid them $1 billion to become a criminal informant. I found out they have a gang. The character is dating their niece, so they got an incest storyline going on. It'll make more sense when you meet them. We're gonna meet Dirty Phil, the Phillionaire, the billionaire criminal informant who is trying to spend his money as fast as humanly possible. See you guys next time.
This is my kind of fun.